Welcome to the Put Me On Something podcast. I am your host, Alejandro Gomez, and I'm here with my young co-host,
Eric Vasquez. I have no cool name. Just call me Eric Vasquez.
My man Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Hey, what's up, man? Cameras right here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know which way to go. We got two of them. My bad. Hiro-san on time.
Mr. Cowboy Up.
Mr. Feeling the vibes right now.
Mr.
We're out here camping right now.
Mr.
Giddy up for the night.
Mr. Tootin' Bootin'.
Mr. You ain't from around these parts.
Mr. You got a friend in me.
So,
Oh man,
how you guys doing?
You keep going now. I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. It's been a while since.
Thank you for.
Yeah, it's like to the last episode and shit.
When was the last time you were on? Like episode 2?
Yeah, probably.
That was a
episode
minute
1
ago.
or 2 when you guys did the plot. What was it, the pilot?
Yeah. Then we did this. I think you were the second one.
Yeah.
The second one, man. It's been a minute.
Hot minute, boy.
So
Now
how you
we're
guys been
here.
though, for sure? Like,
Been
I'm
good.
pretty good. Yeah, up and active. A lot of change. Lots of adjusting. A lot of eye awakening moments and shit.
yeah, man, me too. So what do you want to talk about to start out?
Start off. We're just getting to know each other, man.
Yeah, so,
No,
We're just setting waters right now.
we're just stirring the water, man.
enjoying life out here in the
Enjoying
country.
life. We're out here in the
He wants
country.
he wants to
We're out here
jump in the ocean. We're just barely in the kiddie
We're
pool
out here
right
in
now.
in the country with the country boys.
Chilling by my RV.
RV.
Yeah, hitting it at the campo right now.
Out here in the desert,
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Man, we're out here in the country. shit.
Undisclosed location.
For reals, man.
Yeah, man. You just wanted to hop to it then?
Let's do it. Let's see what we gotta talk about today.
Well, you were so before, like we were gonna go get drinks. What were you saying? You wanted to talk about when you were talking about?
What we're talking about?
Oh, you talking about the?
You
You talking about the travelers? Or you talking about the border patrol dude?
No. You said you want to talk about clubbing and.
Oh, yeah, so-
Yeah. Hey, take it away.
I got a question because we're already over 25 years old. You know, like,
Yeah.
Man, don't say that.
Hey, man, you gotta admit that we're getting old. But
I'm young forever.
my question is, what age are you? What age does it come to where you're like old enough to not be clubbing no more?
Like consistently or ever again?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong though. I mean, me personally, I'm 28 years old, and I mean, I still go to
Damn.
clubs here and there. Hey,
I'm just kidding.
Hey, we want to talk about your age, right? I mean, I'm 28 years old, and I mean, we still club here and there, but it's like probably like 4 times out of the year.
Yeah.
And when we were younger, man, we used to go every week.
Yo, we used to go a lot,
Every
bro. Like
weekend,
every
man.
weekend, like every other
For a
weekend, or
whole
sometimes
year,
twice
like,
in a
I
week.
think, I think we probably had like 2.
There was 52 weekends? 52 weekends?
Is that what it is?
I remember
Every
we did.
weekend?
That was like what,
we probably went
2018,
went out
2019?
like 50 weeks.
What's up?
At least like 45 of them.
Yeah, swear to
Like-
God.
Yeah, that was a bit ago. No, it was like 2017, 2018. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Before the
2016, 17 is when we started partying a lot.
pre-pandy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely pre-pandemic.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, what age is it when you're like?
I think
you know
around
what?
25.
I gotta calm down and.
I went in like middle 25, 20s, like 25. Because I think we talked about it in one of the podcast episodes. I don't know, we just brought it up, but like
Yeah.
like I was telling like my homie Cisco
Mhm.
Yeah.
that we got invited to go out party with some young dudes a while ago, back like in 2018.
Is that the like the people you met? Like
Yeah, we
randomly,
met
or
them at fucking Dave and Buster's,
Then you guys went to Mill Lab?
and they invited us to
Oh,
Dave and
yeah.
Lab. They're young, they're like in their 21s, but we're like 25, 26 already. So like they invited us to go out to drink because one of them was a club promoter, so he was giving us drinks and everything. And then me and my homie Cisco, we were just vibing out, just watching, standing there. And then it I don't know about him, but it hit me like, damn, these kids are young. I'm old as shit. Like, what am I still doing here?
Like not old, but like a difference.
Yeah, there's a way difference.
Yeah, I feel you, cause
You can see it. You can see it and feel it. 'Cause you can see the kids. They're all rowdy. Like, oh,
You're
look
more
at-
wise.
Yeah, and then here I'm just standing
we're
there,
chill and shit.
and standing here with my feet spread open like a cholo, you know.
You're
My
just
my
With
cholo,
my IPA,
my IPA,
IPA.
my
my
cholo.
full pint right here.
You're like, I'm drinking wine instead of drinking
This is a
liquor.
$12 beer, not no $5.
And I was like, damn, that's when I felt that I was old. Me and him, we both felt that he was like, damn, do I feel old?
Yeah, no, cause like I have a story like couple months ago, about a year ago,
Yeah.
when we went out to Mill Lab,
Oh yeah.
and we're like,
dude.
damn, like we were partying. It was a good night. Like, don't get me wrong, we had a good night. It was all good. But like just walking around, clubbing and all that, and looking around everywhere, like damn, like excuse me, we're like the OGs. Like,
We are.
Like,
Like,
a lot
damn,
older,
we're getting
different
old.
of old.
and
my
we made a
fault.
pack. We told him, me and him made like, you know, this is the last time
We go out.
for us to go hard and out. 'Cause
Yeah.
after this, we're not gonna go more to Mill Ave.
Yeah.
What, my bad.
Chop that big ass mosquito.
Oh fuck! It's on your right on your leg, Eric.
Damn, we got.
Sorry, you
Man,
know,
you guys about to
out
witness
here
a
in the
brand new
country-
disease on the camera.
Out here in the country, man, you
For
don't know
real.
what's gonna come up.
Yo, no,
Dinosaur
never-
size.
Never know what
mosquitoes.
quite you'll
That shit
get.
was like this huge.
Yeah, that shit was fat.
But
Probably see it on the camera.
we were saying we said that.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you get question though? Were you guys drunk or sober at that pack?
I don't know. I didn't get drunk.
Semi-
I think sober makes the clarity though.
We're
So
like
makes
semi-
I mean, if you're not, I'm not saying you didn't have fun, you had a good night, but if it's like, if you're sober and not having like an okay time, I could feel that pack, like, or just that kind of realization. And I mean that in a good way though, and it kind of needs that moment of clarity though, because I've had moments like that where it's like,
Damn.
not being sober in this situation really
Yeah.
makes me realize that, like, yeah, I need to step away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the way we talked, like the way we came about was we were trying to figure out where to go because we're from Arizona, so it was
AZ.
either Westgate or Tempe, which Tempe is Mill Ave.
No, we were at
More East Valley.
downtown Phoenix, and then we
Yeah,
ended
but
up at Mill
remember we
Ave.
were like, do we want to go Westgate?
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to go to Scottsdale, Old Town, or we want to go to Mill Ave?
Yeah.
And then we were like, you know what? Let's do one last hoorah.
Hoorah!
And for reals, then we
Yeah.
made like, you know, let's go one more last good time at Mill Ave, and
Yeah.
after that, done.
Yeah.
And we did, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Westgate's
well,
more of a vibe.
we
though,
went.
too.
We've been to Westgate after that a few times, like twice, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
And it wasn't the same.
Westgate's different from Mill Ave because
Yeah. it's a bunch of
Westgate
old
has
heads.
a bunch of different like varieties of like
Bunch of old heads.
old heads,
Yeah.
young heads, and all that. You go to Mill Ave, it's nothing but,
College
like
kids.
college kids.
Yeah.
And then when we went, we're like, damn, we feel like the
OGs.
chaperones, you know? yeah, like,
The
like-
chaperone, you
Chaperone.
I mean,
said?
that's how it
The
felt.
chaperone?
Like, you know,
I'm
we're
like,
like,
here, I'll take care of you. I'll tell you
take care
what
of
to
that kid. Take care of that girl. Like, you know, that's how we felt.
Yeah.
You were the shift supervisor right there.
we were like more
You're
than
like, hold on, son. You don't want to mix those liquors.
Hold up there,
Do you have a
son.
designated driver?
What are you doing?
Fuck no, I don't know how I'm getting home. Woo.
Damn.
No, for real. That's
Hey,
how,
that's the difference though in shit.
When did it hit you?
Me?
Yeah. Has it hit you?
Low key, it did hit me. Cause we did, like I was saying, we were going hard and shit for a bit, pre-pandemic,
Mhm.
and then the year or so, what 2019 or chunk before pandemic hit, I was just kind of over it, like, you know. But I always enjoy a house party with good people and shit, just cause it's more like, I guess, like free range cattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just good vibes and just
Yeah.
you know.
So, question: do you like more house parties or more like clubbing?
I think I'll forever love
But-
a house party.
Yeah, but
And
house,
a good house party. Anyways, the,
house parties are adult now parties. Like they're not like little.
Well, like kickbacks.
Kick-
yeah,
back with the
because
homies.
typically a house party contains the majority of people you know and shit.
Uh-huh.
And then, I mean, I'm all for being in a scenario to get to know more people, especially if I drink, but I'd rather do that at a house party compared to a bar and shit. Because, I mean, at least the social structure from what I get here compared to major cities and shit,
Mhm.
like LA, New York, like for you to engage in other groups, it's not frowned upon, but like it's not as common as compared from what I gathered from people that just come back from LA.
Yeah.
That the social group, when you hit the club, you actually engage with people like how you would it at a house party, quote unquote. That's from what I gathered.
Yeah.
But to answer your question and shit, like I went because you know how you said we were going hard with the clubs and shit for like a good chunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just before pre-pandemic, I was like, I'm kind of over it. So then with the lockdown hit, I was like, someone's telling me I can't go. I kind of want to go. And then just all that shit. But then when it really hit that, okay, COVID's, well, quote unquote at the time, we were like, okay, COVID's like real, bro. It's like, we
Yeah.
thought it was like a flesh-eating virus. I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't going to be around a group of people and shit. You know, and then just, yeah. And that's when it really hit. And then now at this age, it's like, I'd rather not do that maybe. But
Yeah.
like, my biggest thing for me, it ends where it's like, I'm not going to fucking drive all the way over there and
Yeah.
shit. I'm not drunk driving and shit. Fuck that.
Honestly, I'd rather just drink at home. Like once we
Yeah.
get our own house, somehow like drinks and everything, everybody's gonna come over. Like, hey, come over, we're just gonna kick back and
Yeah.
come through. We're gonna drink, you know. and
Just
stuff.
drink at the kid parties.
Yeah, kid party.
The Theo's drinking.
We're in a circle like this.
Yo.
You know what's funny though, because like so
Exactly.
back in the day, I was young, and I would see my
Yeah.
deals and all that doing the piñata, you know, like hanging from the roof, you know, with the rope and shit.
Yeah,
And I'm like, bro, like,
that's us, huh?
and now that like when you did it like
Yeah.
last weekend,
Yeah,
I was like, damn, like where are those fucking uncles or cousins now that were like just.
For real. Isn't it you and Junior?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm
it
saying.
was Junior and Victor.
But I'm saying just
What?
looking at them, I'm like, damn, bro, like
This is us now. And
This
I,
is
remember, I remember. I
us.
remember being like 5 years old. Like, oh, my Theo would get up on the roof and then.
Yo, those are
Trying to
core
hit the
memories
piñata.
though, for
Yeah,
real
like,
though.
we
Like
used-
when your Theo would do the piñata and shit, like you didn't think too much of it, but you knew like in the peripheral in the corner of your eye, like my Theo's holding the one up and I'm gonna do my thing in the piñata and shit.
Yeah.
And you
then
swear
now,
that
now it's
Yeah.
like and now it switches up.
Yeah.
We're the ones holding the piñata while the kids are hitting the
Yeah.
piñata. We're like,
Exactly.
God damn. Like,
you got a beer in your hand, you got
yeah,
the rope.
we're like
in the
holding
other.
the beer like this, and then the rope.
And you pull some shiesty pull like
Not right now.
nah,
Yeah, man,
right
it's
now,
crazy,
mijo.
man. I mean, it's funny because like
Yo, that's crazy. I never thought about that. That's
it's
wild.
just like
That's wild.
we were the youngers, like the youngins. Now we're the OGs holding the piñata. Game, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're like doing all that shit. Like it's crazy
Yeah.
because
Did you ever think you were gonna get there? Like when you're gonna, damn, I'm gonna be there one day. You never thought it would. You would, huh?
Nah.
Nah, huh?
Nah. And like now that we're older, like damn, we're the ones like preparing for everything for the kids.
Oh yeah.
You're
And
the
then-
one stressing to organize the party,
that-
and the kids don't even
and
know
that's
that.
that's why last week I didn't drop an episode because I had all fucking week to prepare for the party.
Yeah, your daughter's birthday
And
party.
I was like,
What you
damn.
want to talk about or
What?
just the party and how
The party
everything
was
went down?
man, kids party is crazy because like, have you seen those memes like, oh, kids parties aren't even for kids, they're for adults because
It
you just go
is
to
true.
drink.
'Cause, I mean, me personally,
For real.
I wasn't able to enjoy it because I was already hungover the night before.
Yeah.
But like when I left that night, I left around 11 o'clock. You were already faded.
That was
He was faded. Everybody was faded at the party, but at the same time, the kids were all like stomach aches with all the candy,
The activity and the
Yeah,
cake
everything
and
they
shit.
did were like, oh, and then so they're already like the kids were already passing out.
Yeah.
So the real party started like at
like
at
11,
11 or
12.
12, and every like all the adults were just drinking, partying, dancing, all that. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
man. Like,
This is what happens in the after parties. I'm in the after
like,
party
you
now.
know, 'cause I remember when I was young, like,
Hey, pull up to the after party.
yeah, like when I
Yo,
was
for
young,
real.
I was that kid where like I'm tired as fuck, and like I always like when I
You were-
passed out,
Yeah.
I passed out to like music like blasting in my ear and this and that.
Yeah.
You still fall asleep too.
Yeah, and now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, now we're doing that shit to the kids.
Yeah.
Like the
Yo,
kids
for
were past
real.
while we're out here just partying and having a good time. Like,
Yo, speaking of that, yo, I don't want to change topics, but it is a related topic. I remember
What?
one time when we had the spaceship and shit.
Uh-huh.
We were packed, like on
The
my
van?
cousin
The van,
packed
yeah.
and shit. Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know if it was packed or someone else. They got the. You remember send the Addy type shit,
Yeah.
bro. I was cause pack. We were like, cause I don't know who did the dress, but we're all there like, fuck, who's gonna go walk in? You know,
Yeah.
this was like a forward over forward
Oh.
type shit, and then this is a forward over forward type shit,
Yeah.
and then like. Pac, you know, being the introvert he is, he's like,
Yeah.
man, fuck it, I'll go. And they're like, fuck it,
Extrovert.
we'll fucking, you know, we'll mob with you. And then I remember seeing, because he was right in front of me, his reaction.
Yeah.
We walked the corner, like entering the gate of the backyard, and it was
Yeah.
a fucking kid's birthday party hitting the piñata and shit. And we were like, fuck, no, we did the super fastest 360 ever and did.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, I
even know if they
remember,
even
yeah.
saw us, bro.
Yeah,
We just did, bro.
We pulled in the eye, like, who's gonna go in? Like, Pack was like, hey, I'll just go in. And we're all following him, and we walked in, like, into the backyard, like you know,
Some
you
little
ever hit?
gate?
Like, walking into, like, over there. All you see is fucking tables, brinca, and I
You're
was
like, nope.
"Fuck, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was a kid's birthday.
like,
They were
nope,
hitting the
let's
piñata,
get-
bro.
let's get that
Wait,
outta
we
here.
were about to enter on their core moment of hitting the piñata. We just turned, but I don't even think they saw us. Maybe,
Nah,
but like
didn't
we
think so.
did, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that was ridiculous. We don't know who sent that forward to this day, but
Well,
think
going
we-
off of that, was that a random party you guys went to?
Yeah.
it was like a forward over forward. You
Yeah,
know
it
when
was-
you get like
it was those nights where, like, hey, what's the party tonight? And you get that forward, like, hey, come through.
So
Meet
you
up.
guys, did you guys used to do a lot back in the day or no?
Yeah.
I
We get
remember-
that forward.
Yeah, like, and then we'll go and it's like back in the day, and I remember I used to get like texts from people. It's a Project X party, and like it's fucking dope.
BYOB.
Yeah, and
girls,
we go.
Girls free.
It's like four homies and like three girls just sitting there smoking weed, and they're just sitting there all quiet as.
Like,
I'm like,
who do you know here, bro? I was
Yeah.
like, I know this guy. Oh, for real?
I just got a text saying it's a fucking
yo,
Party X
that
party.
who do
And
you
then-
know here shit.
And then the message, like, it's a forward, and it's like in the bottom it says from Lil Smile or something like that.
Yeah.
oh my god, no!
Their-
Please
their-
don't tell me
their
we're going to
nicknames.
trouble.
And then you pull up, and it's just like 4 or 5 people just chilling there.
Your
high-
E's or
high as
threes.
fuck.
Uh-huh.
We're like, is this Project S party? Like, yeah, bro. And they're like, nah, bro, this shit's whack.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god, bro, horror stories.
Oh, so
That's
you
the
got any?
caption right there. Fuck, what was I about to say? No, yeah, I feel you, bro. The little tag at the end and shit. Yeah.
Oh, the little.
That was like a fucking at before the at.
And for reals, man. You guys ever had MySpace?
Yeah.
your top 8 and shit like
Oh
that.
shit.
I remember I used to have like the top 8, and then they're always like the party people, like
Uh-huh.
the party group,
Yeah.
and like you pull up and go here and there, and we end up going, and it's like this shit's whack, dude. Like, come on now. They're like, it's a big rave, it's a big party house. I'm like, bro, it's
Yeah.
like 10 people here just chilling.
I don't feel comfortable.
You know, I've
here.
never like when they posted like, "Oh, pull up." I don't think I ever was like a big ass party. Like I never got those.
I think they were just trying to get people
Yeah.
to come by and like,
There was a party crew.
yeah,
Oh, hosting a party.
we were
DGK.
we were the party.
yeah, it was fucking YSL party.
Oh, I guess.
I don't know, just they had so many names and shit. It was unspeakable.
Yeah, that was a good old
Trendy
days,
time.
man.
Yeah, trendy times and shit. Speaking of trendy times, I know you guys were mentioning earlier about some current events. So I don't know. I think we were kind of on the same note about like that whole thing and shit that you guys. I don't know if you guys want to touch base on that whole thing because there's a current update on it. But that whole thing where those was it 4 maybe 5
Speaking of
U.S.
Go off, Tino.
tourists going to Mexico and
put me on
shit.
something.
Go
Tino.
off.
And then what? They got kidnapped and then what? 2 got released.
Yeah.
And
Every-
did 2 die or they didn't come back?
No,
You-
2 died. The other 2 got harmed, and then they brought back. So the bodies are still back over there in Mexico. But
And then there's shit, I don't even know about the body. And then
Yeah.
they're speculating that there might be a 5th person.
No,
Really?
so
Nah.
you guys want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Okay.
what do you know?
well,
So-
it's the thing that everybody's speculating. Man, it was supposedly like they went down there for a BBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
this,
everything,
this, is,
nah.
this is what I've heard, and I mean I don't know the names of people that went. All I know it's 5 people that went down there. Right? It was 2 girls and 3 guys.
It was 2. No, it was a girl and
No,
3
it
dudes.
was 2 girls and 3 guys.
Really?
Sure.
Because I
Yeah.
thought it was 1 girl and like 3 guys.
No,
Yeah.
no. It was 5 people. So they're
Oh, the 5th person might have been a girl?
yeah. So no. So they went. So they live in North Carolina,
No,
That's far.
Carolina.
and from there they went down to like I don't know what it's called, but it's a city down in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the girls ended up forgetting their ID or their passport.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
So she ended up staying in Texas.
Uh-huh.
So 15 minutes into so the girl stayed in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and the other 4 went down into it's called Matamoros. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
I think it is, but yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah, don't quote me on it. But it's like heavily cartelled. Like it's
Yeah.
literally cartel owned that
Like
city.
running that whole show and
Mhm.
shit.
They run that shit. So they ended up going into
Bro,
into
turn it down.
Mexico.
My bad.
So-
And
Turn it down. Your phone.
No, it's not. I was just putting my drink
Oh, my
down.
bad. My bad.
So-
Sorry. My
so-
bad.
yeah, so four of them went into Mexico, and 15 minutes away from the doctor's office,
Yeah.
they ended up getting ran into by the cartel.
Yeah.
And
Like cornered and shit?
They they like literally got crashed into. Like they
Oh,
crashed
shit.
into the van because
Yeah.
they had a rental van
Mm-hmm.
for what I've heard, and they ended up having like a gun battle. Like they were shooting back and
What
Shoot
forth.
out and shit.
They weren't shooting, but the other people were shooting, and so 4 of them ended up getting kidnapped.
Uh-huh.
And so the lady that was gonna get the BBL or like the tummy tuck, they don't know
Yeah.
what it is. They keep saying they keep saying tummy tuck and they keep saying BBL.
Or maybe both. A
Both,
mommy
maybe.
makeover and,
And
shit.
then apparently she's been there before to do like
Yeah.
cosmetic.
Like, supposedly it was a BBL, supposedly quote unquote confirmed from her mother and shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
That's why her mother
she's been there
It
before.
was like comfortable for going.
So what happened was they ended up getting kidnapped, and the 2 men ended up getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the one that was gonna get the BBL or the tummy tuck ended up surviving with no damage, no harm to her.
Uh-huh.
But the other guy that went with them ended up getting his legs shot up. They
Oh,
shot-
God.
They shot both of his legs up. But now
damn.
Oh, shit.
both of them are back in the United States, and the 2 dead bodies that were recovered are
Yeah.
back in the United States, and they ended up catching the.
Oh yeah, they turned them in.
They
Yeah,
turned
the-
no.
the-
They,
the-
so
the-
they ended up
Yeah.
catching one of the guys,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
and then after all this shit happened and it came out publicly with all the like everybody find out what's going on.
Yeah.
They ended up the cartel. I don't know what cartel it is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
I
ended
don't
up-
think I even heard a name, but I mean, I haven't heard, I haven't been up to date for the past 2 days. But yeah, then what they say that they
They
then
don't
the
co-
cartel
they-
wrote
they
a
don't-
letter. I saw a picture of the letter. They wrote a letter and stuff, and they
Yeah.
turned in those handful of people. It was like
Yeah.
3 or 5 people or
Yeah,
something.
because they're like we don't
Condone
the
killing
types, yeah.
travelers
exactly
and shit like
we,
that.
this is not what we do.
Yeah.
And they acted alone without us
Yeah.
even fucking putting them. They didn't order them to do all that, so
Yeah.
they acted alone.
Yeah.
So for that, they ended up giving up the people that did that shit.
Yeah.
So right now, that's where it's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 people died
Mm-hmm.
and 2 people survived.
Yeah.
And one of them is in the hospital right now because he had to get surgery on his legs because he got shot up. And then the 5th person, the one that ended up staying in Texas, nothing happened to her, but she's back home from what I've heard.
Uh-huh.
And that's what happened from what I know. But there's video on it too, like what happened to
What the
her.
hell, for real?
I saw that shit on TikTok, dude. Like, I mean, me personally, I watch a lot of like narco stuff, a lot of cartel shit, like all that shit. And one day I was just scrolling through that shit, and I saw that. I'm like, oh, like another narco shit, like nothing new.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours later, I like the video that I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a video of them getting kidnapped. 'Cause there's video
Oh,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
There's videos of them getting ran into by another car.
Yeah.
And they're having like they're shooting each other, not the people, but like the cartel and some other rival. They're shooting each other.
So
and
they were in the crossfire?
Yeah, they're in the crossfire.
What?
And what happened is the 4 people that survived
Yeah.
were thrown into the white truck, into the back of the pickup truck,
Yeah.
and they took off. And they ended up having them in like a hostage
Yeah.
behind like a little red shed, like outside of the city.
Yeah.
And so then the cops ended up finding out where they're at, and then that's when they found 2 of the dead bodies, and they found the 2 people. One of them was already injured with his legs like beat up,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then the lady, the one that was gonna get the BBL and all that,
Yeah.
her she wasn't even touched at all. She was like perfect.
No, there's a
The
lot
one
of
probably,
theories. There's a
like,
lot of like theories.
I don't want to
about
put it into
Yeah.
it, but like not to cut you off, but like
Go ahead.
I don't know if she was the one orchestrating.
Go ahead.
everything.
it. Probably because
That's
most
up in
people
the
say
air.
like it's the deal gone wrong or something.
You
like that.
you think it's a like it's kind of like a
It's a lot. Let me tell you.
it's like wrong place, wrong time, or is it like
I don't know. I don't know because people saying, "Oh, it's a deal gone wrong," or there's another one that's saying that they try to rob a pharmacy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
That one,
Heard about that too.
and then there's another one saying it's kind of like more a conspiracy, like saying like there's like more government, like they were sent down there to like for that to happen, so like the U.S. can have like a reason to go down there, because I don't know if you heard like everything, like they're trying to get like lithium, like all that shit, like Mexico has lithium.
What?
Yeah.
The
They're trying to like go over there and
Fuck.
take that, and then because Tesla's over there trying to build a company, a warehouse over there or something like that.
nuclear power
Manufacturing
plant and
building over there. So there's a lot of things because it's all coming together, and there's a bunch of shit like just this week, like Mexico, the peso went down something like that, like so they're gonna, it's getting more richer, like money wise, like the peso.
Yeah.
Oh, the pace is going up,
Yeah,
so
it's
they want to
something
take
like
it.
that. I don't know what it is, but and then the whole fucking Tesla wants to build a manufacturing, warehouse over there.
So you
and-
think it's all like
I don't know. It's a lot of theories because like what if it's
Holy
what coincidence
shit.
has happened like as soon as all this happened,
No,
yeah.
I mean either way, like whether like
Conspiracies.
the people above
Conspiracy
orchestrated
theory.
it, or it was just a nitpick situation where they just grabbed that and fucking run with it because they were gonna do it either way.
Yeah.
We're either gonna make it happen or run with the story and shit. Because realistically, those kind of stories happen not too often, but enough and shit. Especially American tourists coming down there, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
obviously, tourists like are always on edge, whether it's
Yeah.
a quote unquote cartel or quote unquote just individuals doing some slimy shit.
Yeah.
Like how it
Yeah.
is all over all over the world. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like not saying the cartel does that shit, but individuals rob people all over the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what if it was just an excuse that they used to grab it and just run with it?
Because you guys remember a while ago, like maybe last year, like supposedly like the Haitians, they were like moving up to like they can cross the border. There was
Yeah.
that, and then supposedly they're saying that there's I saw an actual TikTok about it. They got Miss what's it called, Miss when you like mistake somebody,
ransom.
Mistaken identity?
mistaken identity. My bad. They mistaken identity as these two Haitian dudes.
Well, that's what they said. That's what
That-
happened this
So they
time.
thought like, oh, what if it's them? So that's what they took them because of that. And then there was a video like that came up on TikTok. I saw like, oh, the two Haitian dudes they popped up, and they're looking like Haitian, and they were speaking like perfect Spanish. Like, oh, we're here in Sinaloa. We're like doing this and that.
Holy shit, for real.
Yeah, we're like doing this.
Because I heard about the Haitian thing and shit, and then it kind of adds up to the fact that, oh, cool. Because when I first heard the story, it was mistaken identity, and it was that whole thing where they're mistaken from Haitian, and from what I saw multiple times, that these individuals, I think all of them,
Yeah,
I don't know about the fifth one, the one that stayed in Texas,
I don't know
they
about
were
that.
all African American and shit.
Happy Dad.
Yeah.
Over there.
Shout out to Happy Day.
Cameras over there.
Shout out to Happy,
Happy
Day.
Dad, man.
I fuck with y'all.
Arizona.
You
Stay
know.
white.
Put me on your podcast, bro.
Yeah, put me in your pocket.
Fuck
Bash
Sli-
me.
Fuck Sliney. No,
Yeah,
just
yeah, it's good. No,
Fuck
it's all
Slime.
love. Nah,
Fuck
but
Pride.
these individuals and shit were a complexion that makes like quote unquote when we first heard the news that they got mistaken for Haitian.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought like okay, I thought the same thing, wrong place, wrong time and shit.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
more
but-
things started going with it and shit that maybe they were up to something. Whatever.
Yeah.
So you said about that, right? Like it might be like a little like it was on accident, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But okay, but from what I seen, one of the people that was with them that got killed,
Yeah.
he did prison time for trafficking.
Oh shit.
So he was selling drugs and all that, and he ended up getting caught at
Yeah.
school. Like he was selling like around school area,
Mhm.
from what I've heard, and he ended up getting caught for that shit. So he did time for like selling drugs. Like I think it was like
Previously?
previously,
Yeah.
like meth and all that. And then
Yeah.
the woman that ended up was trying to get the BBL, was it BBL? on the
BBL,
Yeah,
Tummy
truck?
Tuck,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
operations.
Her, I don't know, don't call me on either the son or the daughter
Mm-hmm.
ended up getting positive for methamphetamine.
Oh shit.
So the kid already had like meth in the system,
Yeah.
and she ended up getting in
However,
trouble for that
whoever-
shit.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, and then there's a video. I don't know if it's before or after. When they were traveling, one of the dudes that ended up getting killed was
Uh-huh.
wearing a bulletproof vest.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I heard about there was debate about someone why would they have that a
Yeah.
bulletproof vest?
Yeah, and then why?
link back to the pharmacy thing.
And then why have four or five people go with you to get a BBL or
Ooh,
tummy
I
tuck?
forgot about
Yeah.
that. One of the biggest things I've gathered, I mean, just what I've seen from people's reaction and shit, is that supposedly, if it's 4 or 5 men going at you for a procedure you've had before, I mean, any cosmetic like
'Cause
type
apparently
procedure.
she's been there before. To
Yeah,
do some
and then the
procedures.
biggest thing I've gathered from a lot of women and shit is just like, why would you go with 4 or 5 men
Mhm.
to take care of you and shit?
Well, it
Like,
makes
to
sense.
not
'Cause
have,
it-
like, okay, you could for BBL wise and shit.
yeah.
You can pay the premium and have like a care doctor hit you up,
Oh, yeah.
a third party care doctor pick you up and take you places.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how it is go past the border,
Yeah.
but get in there and all that stuff. But then, I mean, women wise, like the way people women have talked about this, I can kind of get that factor. It's like, why would you have three dudes care for you after you got like a cosmetic surgery that you want to do yourself and shit, and then.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. It just a man could be attentive, but like it just makes more sense.
well,
woman
like
to woman
besides
care.
that, what you're saying. Okay, so from North Carolina to Mexico, it's about like a 1,200 mile drive.
Listen to the plane.
So okay, if you're having a BBL or tummy tuck, from what I've heard, it takes about 5 to 7 days
Yeah.
to be in bed rest.
Yeah, and then those
Why-
first
why-
three,
why
first
not-
few days are horrible.
Exactly. So if she's been down there and done cosmetic surgery, whatever she's done, and she's been through it, she's not a rookie. She
Yeah,
knows what she's doing.
That was like
So
like a third
why
one.
not fly out there? Do we gotta do
No, there was
wait a
tic-
couple
there's
days and then fly back?
There was a TikTok saying some dude. He was explaining like, yeah, like he was some black dude. He was like, my people, like, I know y'all, like, he was explaining what happened, and he like, I know my people don't like to drive that, so it was flying type of shit. So why would you drive all the way down from North Carolina
Especially with 5 dudes
to Mexico? Yeah, it's
or,
like,
or 4
yeah,
dudes
and then this is the and then
4
for-
dudes and 2
why not
women.
fly? You know?
A lot of people when this is because a lot of people deem this as an investment or like something they want to fuck with. You know, just like anyone, like when we get something that we want to,
Yeah.
you kind of tend to splurge, spend the money, and or save up above and beyond.
Yeah.
So you might round up those few $100 to fly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, and it's quote unquote how if she's done it before, and then from what I've gathered from a lot of girls that had BBLs, the first few days alone are horrible. Pain.
It's
Yeah.
like a nightmare because
Yeah.
they're in pain. They're going through so much.
I had a-
Literally,
bullshit.
yes,
I had a
exactly.
home-
Waking up to a nightmare and shit, and you're laying on your stomach,
Yeah.
and you can't move for a
Yeah,
certain amount of
because
time.
our cousin
You can't-
Jasmine, my cousin Jasmine, she and her friend went over to Jalisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because her friend wanted to get done, she got it done. So that's why she went with her, because she took care of her for like a whole week. Because for like a whole week she was out, she couldn't do shit,
Well, I had an auntie too that did that shit.
No way.
Yeah. And
Whose swagger is this?
I'll show her to you. But yeah, I mean, she did the BBL, she
Uh-huh.
did the tummy tuck and all that shit, and for like a whole week she was in pain, dude. And she did
Damn.
it here in the United States.
Oh, damn.
And she had like the bag where she pisses in, like
Oh, what
she had
the hell?
everything, and she was
Yeah.
like in pain, and she just couldn't. Because when you have a BBL or tummy tuck, you can't sit down on your ass because
For a
it
while.
hurts. It
For a
hurts.
while. That's what I'm
So
telling you.
she
Those
was-
are aftercare doctors.
Yeah, and then she was laying on her stomach, and then she was like, it hurts because she also got a tummy tuck. So what she
Yeah.
did was lay on her side. So for her, like the girl that wanted to go, and then also her appointment was at February 23rd.
Yeah.
So then they ended up there at like March 3rd.
Damn.
And the doctor doesn't work on Fridays or Saturdays. He's
Mhm.
off. It's off.
Yeah.
And then they end up showing up on a Friday.
What the heck? So I had to wait a whole weekend and then another week.
But her appointment was supposed to be March 3rd. It got postponed to
Yeah.
March 3rd. So it
So it would have taken a while to
Yeah,
recover.
that's what I
that
heard too and shit. That supposedly there was actual no appointments set.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's what I heard. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I've
Yeah.
heard that they never heard of her. They don't have no schedule appointment.
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
towards. Like
Yeah.
they don't know who she is.
What I
That's
will
what the
give it
doctor,
though.
because he went live and said it
What I will
The
give
doctor?
it. Oh damn, he did it.
What the hell?
Damn. What I will
on the
give
on
it
the
though.
group chat on
Well,
the
I-
Facebook.
Well, I will give it though, because when I seen people that actually dug credible information, if quote unquote if this was on some sketchy shit, I will give Shorty some credit because supposedly she has track record of her posting on Facebook. I can't wait to get this BBL. Oh, so and so date. Oh, little details about this and
She
this and that.
posted like
Months
August
ago.
something.
I mean,
Yeah.
I vouch for her. She did.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe
know her?
maybe my man's did have a vest because he just doesn't fuck with the terrain and
I
shit.
kicked her with her.
What-
You kicked it
couple
with her?
times.
No, well, I mean,
Homegirl?
maybe he don't fuck
So
with the
homegirl?
terrain and he had a bulletproof vest. I mean, I might feel that kind of way if I was a complete foreigner to
I
that thing.
don't
I mean,
know.
quote unquote, from my understanding, these are
Well,
African Americans.
Yeah.
And if I don't speak a language, let's say I'm in fucking, I don't know, some random country where I don't speak the language and I zero understand it, I
Yeah.
might get a vest too or something. I don't know.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like what I'm saying is, if quote unquote Shorty did do it, like a BBL or not,
Yeah.
I mean, or she didn't. If she
Yeah.
didn't do a BBL, I mean, she might have had extensive detail planned way ahead.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you also gotta understand too, like cartel. Like me and my family travel a lot to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We go all the time. Like it's nothing new to us.
You never bring nothing back.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, man.
Never
you
bring
know?
never bring a keychain back for your boy.
But what I'm saying is like we go a lot, but the cartels won't attack you, or
Mess with you.
harass you
Yeah.
during the day. It's
Oh,
always
so
at
the night,
night.
yeah.
It's always at night.
Yeah.
Swear
I
to
thought it
God.
was like no.
No,
I'll
that's what
go.
Cause it
That's why they say never drive at night. You know?
So we
Oh,
go
true.
we go to Rocky Point a lot, and my dad does
Love
too.
it.
I love Rocky Point.
Shout
my
out Rocky
parents,
Point.
everybody, they go all the time. During the day, they won't fuck with you. At night, there's some here and there, some hooligans, you know, will fuck with you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the American tourists are the reason why they're living the way they're living, because they're the
Yeah.
ones that bring in the money, bring in the the popularity,
Yeah.
everything. So why fuck with the American tourists that are gonna bring the money into the country?
Yeah.
So most of the time, if the cartel fucks with you,
Yeah.
it's either you're into some deep shit, or you're fucking with someone that you shouldn't be fucking with, and
True,
and it's
true.
happened.
Yeah.
Because we've been there so many times, and like we've been there in the deep heart of Sinaloa, the Mochis, Puerto Vallarta, Michoacan, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've
so
been-
question. So I feel you, and that's what I gathered too, and I'm on the same boat. However, from your experience, being how both parties, you know, your parents and your culture is like, you know, 100% Mexican.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because from what I gathered from other people, and then just a question and shit in general and shit, like when you go to certain areas besides obviously the like obvious places like tourist places, like say more family orientated or places that have more high risk, do you have to get that quote unquote like kind of blessing where you gotta like tap
Yeah,
in
check
type
in.
shit?
Check in.
Where tap in is fucking valid
Check
and
in.
shit, or just like, hey, you know, so and so is coming through in this truck, leave him alone.
I don't think so.
Me personally, I've never had that problem, but my dad has been in some parts in Michoacan, because he's from Michoacan.
Mhm.
That's his home state, and there is some areas where he has to check in,
What the
Yeah.
heck?
and then because
Like real check-in, not no
check-in,
fucking
check-in, 'cause
give so
the
and
one
so
okay.
Oye, camarada, can-
abandoned
Yeah,
shit.
so Michoacan, there's an area where my dad is from. He's from up there in the hills.
Yeah.
And one of our cousins is he's like kind of like a
He does his thing.
he's involved, but he's just like a checkpoint person.
Mm-hmm.
So you know when you go to anywhere you go to Mexico, there's a checkpoints. They
Yeah.
go, where you going? Give me $20 and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
shit. Even the police.
Yeah.
Does
So
that shit.
so when he goes into Michoacan, into this pueblo, my dad needs to, hey, I'm this guy. I'm family with this person. This and this and that. Okay,
Mhm.
they'll call. Hey, so and so is coming. Do you know who he is? Yeah. Go through.
Yeah, because I've heard that we're
and
like
he's done that
family-
shit a couple times.
Family
Yeah.
based
And
where
then, yeah.
family roots are deep into pueblos and shit.
Mhm.
It's you get the blessing or the predicament of being like
Yeah.
quote unquote
And it's
checking
true.
in.
And then that's why, like, when we go to Rocky Point, we stay. It's okay. I'm not trying to be rude, but we stay in the ghetto. Like we stay in like we don't stay in the tourist side.
Yeah.
We stay in the hood.
Like in the actual
like hood,
actual
hood.
area.
It's owned
Yeah,
by
yeah, no, I
Cartel.
get you.
It's owned by
not.
Narco.
It's
'Cause-
more not more or less the ghetto. It's more like this is real.
Yeah,
this
because
is actual
where
section.
we go,
Yeah.
where we stay at, Narcos own that whole fucking city, the whole block.
Yeah.
And where we stay at, they own casinos.
What
Oh,
the
that's
heck?
dope.
And
Damn, a
one
Mexican
of
casino?
one of our family people that we know.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're more like acquaintance, but
Mhm.
they're more like family to us than friends.
Yeah.
It's run by the cartel.
Yeah.
So their houses, they have a casino right in front of their house,
Yeah.
and it's run by the cartel. So we go there all the time. There's no problem at all. And I was telling her like, hey, I was like, so, like, how is it out here at night? He's like, oh, it's safe as hell. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's safe. Like, you have no problem. Something happens. I'll give a phone call to someone,
Yeah.
and they get it done.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, what do you mean? He's like, well, a couple years ago, and it's an example. She's like, a
Uh-huh.
couple years ago, this guy was acting crazy
Yeah.
and just started having problems at our business. Like he was gambling in our casino, because back in the casino, it's not like a casino like we have here in the United States.
Uh-huh.
Over there, it's computers and
What the
like they bet on like random shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's a casino, but it's like
More
computers.
the automated slots and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's all
machines.
it's all online, and they have some slots in this and that. And I guess one of the guys was acting like a dumbass,
Uh-huh.
and he went out to the streets and started talking shit and just made a big fucking scene.
Yeah.
And so one of the guys that we know ended up calling some guy,
Uh-huh.
and he pulled up, and I wasn't there. This is a story that they told me.
Uh-huh.
And he's all like,
Story
well,
time.
so what happened? He's like, well, this guy was just, he was just starting problems, being too aggressive and scaring the customers away and all
Yeah.
this and this and that. Okay. He's like, do you know who he is? Do you have a image of him and this one? Yeah, yeah. Went to the cameras. Okay, that's a guy. Okay, cool. Couple hours later,
Yeah.
they bring that guy back to the streets,
Uh-huh.
and they were the cartel. Like literally, the cartel was screaming out. They were just screaming out in the neighborhood, "Hey, everybody, come outside now!" Everybody in the neighbors, everybody came out.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what happens when you fuck with this shit. Like, don't fuck with anybody
Uh-huh.
in this street. This is our street. Don't fuck with anybody.
Yeah.
And they beat the fuck out of him in front of everybody.
Damn.
Did he die or they just beat the shit
No,
out
no,
of
they
him?
beat the fuck out of him. He's like, anybody that wants to fuck with them, fuck with this casino, this is what's going to happen to you guys as a message.
So
Uh-huh.
they just beat the
They
shit out
beat
of
the
him in front of the
fuck
whole
out of him.
fucking block?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's bad business.
Yeah.
It is, because people get scared. They want to go into a casino where people are yelling and starting problems with people and all that.
Yeah.
So they beat the fuck out of him in front of everybody, and they let him go.
Damn.
They dragged him. They beat the fuck out of him where he was all bloody.
Oh, hell
So
Yeah,
yeah.
but at
anybody
least he
wants to
didn't
do
die.
this shit again,
Yeah.
this is what's going to happen to you.
Damn,
And
I've
that's
never
the
heard of them
last
just
time-
beating shit on that.
That's the last time I heard any of that. But I mean, there's been times too where like people get out of hand,
Yeah.
where they get put in check.
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling her, I'm like, are you ever scared of all this shit? Cause you literally live right across. Cause they own the casino because they have to have a casino there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because it's by the cartel. She's like, no, Mijo's like, cause if I don't get involved, they don't get involved with me. I'll give them what they need to get paid, and I get my money.
Uh-huh.
And they control everything. It's regulated, so no problem at all. You know, it's
Uh-huh.
it's a good business.
You do your thing, I'll do my thing.
Yeah,
We're good.
exactly. Yeah, like that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You fuck my back up, I'll fuck your ass up, and that's what it really
I'm
is.
in your back.
Yeah. And it's funny though, cause I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. Like I've never actually been in a situation where like.
Cause there's some form of balance and shit.
Yeah, and and then she was telling me like, cause they live in Rocky Point,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and she's like, Rocky Point, it's the biggest tourist site,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they want to make sure they get Americans out here to make the money, and
yeah.
all that. So they regulate it. If
Yeah.
anybody acts out of hand, if someone gets killed or gets ass beat in Rocky Point, it's because
Uh-huh.
they're acting like a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They won't fight you. They won't kill you just for no reason. If you like say like me, like us three go right,
Yeah.
and we're out there partying at the clubs and all that, and we start fucking with this one girl, like, yo, you fuck
Yeah.
you, bitch. You're like, and we start smacking her around. And
What
this
the
and
hell?
And then she's part of she's dating like a narco or something.
Yeah.
So then she's like, oh, these guys beat me up and this and that. So
Or
what's gonna-
harassed her. just
Yeah,
and shit,
harassed her, harassed her.
Come here, little mama.
So what's
Little
gonna happen?
Mama, can't take no for an answer.
So the narcos will go down there and find us,
Yeah.
and use us as an example as a
Yeah.
message. This is what happens when you're out of town and you fuck with everybody in the state.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with us because this is what's
Yeah.
gonna happen to you, and that's what it is, man. If you're cool with them, they're cool with us.
Yeah.
You keep your head down, just do your own thing, no problem at all.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad used to tell me, he's like, man, mijo, just
Just mind your business.
mind your own business, have a good time. Someone starts wrong with you.
Bro, Rocky Point's crazy. Last
Yeah.
time I was there, before we went with, remember when you went a long time ago? A
Yeah.
while ago?
Yeah.
But before that, I went with my cousin and some friends. It was spring break, the weekend of spring break.
Oh yeah. When we went with
We-
cousin Jasmine.
When I
it
told
was-
you I
it-
was
it-
there.
Yeah, no, that was when we went, but it was between after we went, me and you, it was after.
Oh
but-
yeah. When you guys went.
Yeah. Well, we went to like a Little Caesars, like Little Caesars over there.
There's a Little Caesar out
yeah,
there?
we were gonna go
Yeah,
get
there's
pizza.
a lot
like,
in Mexico
We were
for
hungry.
sure.
Hey, you know Burger King out there's like a fucking 5-star restaurant?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Gourmet.
It's ridiculous how U.S. Fast food chains are crazier in foreign countries. Like
Well,
in
they had
Korea or
Little
Japan.
Caesars. They had Little
Yeah.
Caesars over there. So we went to go get some pizza, and then they were all like, it was like a group of 5 of us. So I went out to like go buy the car. It was taking forever, so I was like, I'm gonna just go chill by the car, and it was packed with all cars. The whole street was like driver kids, like kids like our age and spring breakers from over here.
Yeah.
And then I saw some chick on the sunroof, like just she fucking pulled out her titty. I was like,
Flash.
what the? I was like, yo, what the hell?
You're
This is
like
crazy.
when
Was
it
this during
grows.
spring break?
No, yeah, but we went the weekend before, so it was our last night there.
No,
so
yeah, but it's still
everybody
like
was showing
rowdy.
up for spring break right there. I was like, damn. But I love Rocky Point. It's pretty
Woo.
sick. It's a sick ass fucking time.
It's fun, but if you just can't
Yeah.
get mixed up with the wrong
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why like it's really like important to stay in certain areas. And
Yeah.
just
Yeah, 'cause I
not
mean,
stay in your lane and not have fun, but like be mindful of the situation, especially just.
When
like,
remember when we
yeah.
went, we took the taxis at night. The taxis.
Oh yeah, she was.
The dude like, get anybody
Yeah,
want
is that scary?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
I took a taxi one time,
It was like 5 of us. So
and
it
I
was-
felt fucking sketch as fuck because
Nah.
he's all like, 500 pesos. Man, bro, you went down 2 blocks.
No, the dude we went with was pretty cool. His name was Alex67 because of the number of his car, 67.
Yeah.
So he was like me, Tino, and like my cousin and 2 other girls.
Yeah.
Like, quiere moza, quiere coja. Yo sé dónde agarrar todo eso. Oh, no, we're good. Just take a second.
Appreciate
okay,
you,
okay.
though.
But he was cool. Like, here, take my number. You guys call me anytime you guys want to. I can take you guys anywhere. Like,
Yo,
all
didn't
right.
we hit him up a couple of times?
Yeah, we hit him up like, hey, cool,
bro, and he was on time, bro. He was like, and bro,
He was
I
on
felt
his
so
shit,
comfortable
man.
with this guy. I didn't care how janky the car felt. I was
Yeah.
like, this guy's cool.
That shit
you
feels
know
like
what
it's
I'm
gonna break down on the sand and everything.
Yeah, no, what it was when we had a different guy that wasn't our go-to taxi guy.
Mhm.
That's why I felt the most.
Hey.
Yeah.
Question:
Yeah.
Was your taxi drinking? Your taxi driver?
No, not at the time.
No, but I've seen that before.
That's
real ass shit, though.
Okay. So this was like about a month ago. Me and
Yeah.
my girl and my dad went to Mexico,
Uh-huh.
and she's never been there.
Oh
She-
yeah, how'd you never been there?
She's
First time?
Yeah, my girlfriend. Her name's Jasmine. She's never been to Mexico at all.
Shout out Jasmine.
Shout out to
Hooking it up for
baby
dental.
love.
Dental work.
Yeah, man. You need your teeth clean. She got
Shout
you.
her up.
Yeah, shout out Jasmine.
So she's never been to Mexico,
Yeah.
and I'm like, my dad. So my dad's building a Jeep out there,
Uh-huh.
and he's all like, oh, we gotta go out there, just drop some parts off from Arizona to over there.
Yeah.
You know, let's go. And I'm like, well, let's go, baby. She's like, oh, she felt sketched out, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know, I don't really want to go because you know it's kind of scary. Because she sees a lot of news and you know what's going on.
Yeah.
My babe, just
Yeah.
we're good, we good. Like
Uh-huh.
you're with my dad, we're with me, we're good.
Yeah.
We ended up going. You know what we did? The first thing we did.
What?
We
Go to the bar.
No. We got there. We pulled over at a store. Had the whole hielera ice cooler full of fucking beers.
Damn.
Just drinking this and that, having a good time, drinking and driving. Because
Yeah.
out there you could drink and drive with no
Bro,
problem.
and hey, look, not to real quick though. Tecate hits different when you're over there. I
For
don't
real,
never
huh?
drink
They got
Tecate
the
over
red.
here.
Don't drink Tecate light.
Yeah,
Tecate light.
Tecate
It's
red,
like Bud
exactly.
Light.
I never
Yeah.
even thought about the blue one. No, Tecate
Yeah, the
hit.
red-
when I'm
the
over
red one's
there,
the
when I'm
best.
over there, it has to be Tecate.
You know, so I was
bro.
gonna michelada from over there.
Oh
That's
man!
what we're-
Oh,
over there.
dude. So there's a lady that we've known for like 5 years, or probably even more, and she makes the best micheladas.
Uh-huh.
But besides that, we get there, and then she's like, why are you guys drinking and driving?
Yeah.
I'm like, babe.
Wait, who said? Oh, your girl.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like,
girl.
this is normal. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh yeah, for
Daily
real.
life
It
shit.
really is.
and then
though.
like this kid's like 10 years old driving the car.
a quad.
And yeah, no,
Yeah.
like there's this kid driving like he could really see over the dashboard driving it.
¿Dónde van?
Yeah, she's like, hey, babe, that's normal. And then so we were going to it's called a malecón.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
malecón, yeah,
The
yeah.
malecón.
Hold up.
Dope spot. Dope spot.
Tino has a story about, remember the kid we saw working there? Like 24 hours?
God,
But anyways,
bro.
we'll tell
you
you.
want to talk about it?
We'll tell you right now. Go ahead.
Nah, we'll
finish
come
your
back
story.
to
Finish
it.
yours.
Oh,
Okay. So my dad owns like a fishing business out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went out to the docks to just check out what's going on.
Mhm.
And we're driving in one of his Jeeps. And then we look to the right. This guy's over here fucking drinking a 6-pack of Tecate, the taxi driver.
Yeah.
God.
And has people in the back. And he's just driving down the street like normal. And she's like, I don't want him to be my taxi driver. I'm like,
No,
"Man,
you want him to be
you
your taxi
want
driver.
him-
you actually want.
You
He'll
actually want.
get
He
you
gets you
in
where you need to be.
places.
timely, safely, and accordingly.
Yeah, and she's like, people
and
really,
good conversation.
And then she's like, people really do that? I'm not here. I'm like, babe, this
Fuck
is Mexico.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Look.
get pulled over, give them $20, $30
Yeah.
for them. That's good for them.
Look, and then I mean,
and she's
I,
like, what the fuck, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
Oh,
is just
yeah.
based off our experience. Obviously, Mexico is a beautiful place, and it's
I wanna
not
go
every.
I
inch
love
of it.
Mexico.
Yeah.
It's
a
not
beautiful-
every inch and corner of it. You know, we don't want to condone any kind of behavior going over there.
let me say something about
But,
Mexico. Mexico is a beautiful place,
Mm-hmm.
but people fuck it up because they take advantage of
Yeah.
of something that is so beautiful, and they don't admire it. They don't take in how beautiful Mexico really is.
No facts.
They destroy it.
Yeah.
People destroy the fact that Mexico is beautiful.
Mhm.
They look at
Yeah.
it as like a junkie,
a cash grab,
yeah, and then druggy cartels. But if you really
Cheap,
look into it,
ignorant, but it's not.
it's not.
Uh.
Honestly, me personally, if Mexico was the United States,
I'll be over there.
oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Mexico is way more beautiful than the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah, hell yeah,
And
bro.
honestly, I've been to so many places in Mexico where like what the like you don't see this shit in the United States.
I think the only
No,
place we've been is
definitely.
Rocky Point, Agua Prieta, and then Colima. That's where our family's from.
Yeah.
Colima. Shout out Colima.
Mm-hmm.
Colima.
Colima.
What is
right
that?
next to,
Like
it's
more,
right
it's
next,
more, it's more
it's,
southern.
it's right next
correct?
to Michoacán and Jalisco.
Yeah, it's more southern.
Right there.
Is that Mexican too, or
Yeah, it's Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not northern.
or is
It's,
it, like,
it's underrated.
Tropical or
It's
what?
underrated. Yeah, hella like
Underrated.
forest and jungle and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my grandpa's from
Underrated as fuck.
Puerto
Shout out
Vallarta.
Colima. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And we gone there, and man, that shit's fucking humid as fuck.
Oh yeah, that's how it is over there. It's all green forest.
yeah,
jungle,
but
yeah.
man, like the weather,
terrain.
like the scenery,
Yeah.
beautiful, dude. Like you
Yeah.
cannot see anywhere else, and be like, damn, that's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And you come here to like anywhere here in the United States, you don't see that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like even the nature when you like say go deep into the nature, like
It's
say
just
like
humid.
Wyoming or something, like Wyoming mountains and shit, it's just different. It's just different. You're just talking about different grids of the world and
Yeah.
shit. It's just like if we go to Mexico compared to like somewhere like Colombia or fucking
I don't go to
Afghanistan,
Colombia.
like it like you know what I'm saying, like Italy,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be different.
Yeah,
bro, no
it's
matter
all beautiful
what.
everywhere you go. Everywhere. It's because
exactly.
we're used to hear it, so when we go somewhere else, like, damn, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
here.
just the beauties of the earth,
Yeah.
bro. Cause like, bro, like, real side note, like when I went to Flagstaff with my homie Tyler, you know, AZ Vintage and shit.
Shout out Easy Vintage.
Yeah, shout out AZ
We
Vintage.
need him
Shout
on
out.
the- we need
When
him
we
on the
went to
podcast.
when we went to Flag, yeah, no, we definitely need him on here. When we went to Flagstaff, bro, it was like a culture trip for me and shit. Cause like I've never seen so many tall pine green forest areas.
Was that your first time going Flagstaff?
Nah,
no,
he's
it was
been
like
there.
my third time, but actually getting in there and going to like entering somewhat the entrance of the
Like
forest.
admiring it.
Yeah, and then like being like abrigoed up like in jackets and like, you know, we might have a beer with us. You know, I'm in my state, so I got, you know, we got our you know, our tools with us. Anyway, we're
Toolie
visitors, but
tucked.
we're familiar.
Well,
but this is our own backyard, and it was like, this is beautiful, bro. Like
Yeah.
like I felt starstruck. Like
Yeah.
these tall, bro. These trees were like 4-6 stories tall. And I'm like, bro, like this is in my own backyard, like 2-3 hours from
This
me.
is home.
You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
can I say this story real quick?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you go, we had to say sorry about the Rocky Point. That one kid that worked.
Oh
Go-
yeah,
go
real
for it,
talk.
go for
So
it.
I'll start it off. I'll start
Hey,
it off.
no, because there's some real hustlers in Rocky Point, real, everywhere, bro.
Where you
Like, some real hustlers.
All right, we're back. Had to take a little pee break with the dogs. You know, let the
Not
train
together
the-
though, but
train the
like
main
dogs
thing.
do
Not
separately.
together.
Yeah, separately.
Anyways, before we
This
went,
your bush?
we went on a break. We were talking about the kid at Rocky Point.
Look, man, some real
On some
ass
hustling
hustlers,
shit.
some real ass hustlers, bro. All like everywhere, really. Was it good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, why is
Yeah,
the
I can
wild
hear you.
thing? Okay,
Go
my bad, guys. Anyways, what we're talking about, like when we went our visit to Rocky Point, like some real hustlers, some real motivation. It definitely a culture shock. Even the third, fourth, fifth time around and stuff, it's just a very thriving area.
Mm-hmm.
And then like what Joe said, it was like just I felt more concerned, bro. Like I'm a hummy, bro. I'll never stop the hustle. I'll never stop the grind and
so
shit.
the one
But,
we went to Rocky Point, me, my cousin, him, and some other
Yeah.
girls. So we went to go eat at the Malecon,
What year was this?
like 2016, something like that. I don't know. But we went to go eat in the morning, like crack it down, like around 9. We got breakfast, went to this restaurant. We were walking by, and then as soon as we walked by, like, hey, some kid was like, hey, come in here. There's breakfast and everything. Come in here. Like, all right, cool, fucking, let's go eat. So we got our breakfast, and he was like, oh, he sat us down and everything, and we ate whatever thing.
He was our waiter.
Yeah,
Attentive.
and then we went, that was it, and then we left and everything, and then later on that night we went back to the Malecon because they're doing like the whole like music and like drinks and everything all around. We went back, and we
Yeah.
passed by the same restaurant. The dude was still outside. It was like already like still like at fucking 11.
Hustle never stops.
Hustling. Hey, oh hey, he recognized. Oh hey, what's up, guys? Come in,
Bro,
come in,
like
come in.
two shifts
That was
shifts
from
later.
That's
bro.
from like 9 to 11. That's like a whole fucking 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
You guys ever actually like hanging out at the Malecon, like did the
Yeah,
clubs and all that?
we hung
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
It's dope. No, but I was like, I'm off for the grind. I'm off for the double and shit. But I was like more concerned, like, bro, isn't that that same dude we saw? And then he was like, yeah, like the same can-do attitude. But
Bro,
it was,
do you go home?
it was a little more dense, controlled can-do
Uh-huh.
attitude, but it was very still live and present.
Were
He
you guys
wasn't
sketched
drained.
out?
No. He was still very attentive and doing his thing, but I'm just like, bro, I just saw you like 12 hours ago. Like,
Why are
go
you still
home,
here,
bro?
dog?
Like,
Bro, you'll see me here next week too.
Yeah, no.
I don't leave this spot.
I'm like,
Oh, wanna know something
Take me with
crazy?
you.
Wanna know something crazy?
Yeah.
I don't know what time I went. I think it's the time I went with you and your ex and all them.
Yeah.
I saw my homie from high school there. Cause he got
Oh shit! Yeah, I
You
swear
got
we always run into someone
he
over
got,
there.
he got
Rocky
no,
Point?
no. He wasn't out visiting. He was deported and he was living there. He was working at the Malecon.
Oh yeah,
Well, you
some
know,
real
with
ass
all
shit, though.
well, the fish and like fishery, like on like the stores.
Yeah, yeah.
He was around there working, and I kind of didn't want to look at him because I didn't want to say hi. And then I don't know, he didn't see me, but I was like, yo, because I heard he got deported,
Yeah.
and he was over there. So like I saw him. I was like, oh shit. So,
Question
yeah.
on that.
That's some real
Like,
shit, though.
like
Unfortunate.
fortunate events.
we're already, we're at a high school and all that.
Yeah.
But when you see people that you met or you knew people in high school
Mhm.
and you see them in public, do you like go up to them and talk to them, or you kind of like
Nah,
ignore them?
I ignore them. If they want to come up to me, we'll talk. But if they don't see me, and I don't see you, I'm like, hey, I didn't
Because there's
see
been
nothing.
times I see people that I know, I'm like,
Hey, I didn't see you.
I look the other way, I'm like, I hope you don't, please don't see me, because I don't.
You know, it's funny.
Eric, what's up, man? How
I'm
you
on
doing?
a similar boat
I'm
now.
not Eric, I'm Derek.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
You know,
about,
it's funny.
man?
No, but I'm on a similar boat now
Uh-huh.
because this is more like maybe like 18, 19 before 21. So a couple years after high school, you know,
Yeah.
because that era's different for everybody. You know, you get adjusted.
Yeah.
That real world era is like almost like like a orientation and shit. You're getting settled in and shit. Like
Yeah.
you either get hit with shit immediately or you're getting settled in, and then you're really gonna get hit with shit.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so I would see people, and after I ain't gonna lie, like 3, 4, 5 people from high school, bro, I'm more than happy to see. I'm like, oh shit, whether I fucked with you heavy or
Yeah.
like.
Lightly.
No disrespect, more like a side character type shit.
So
I'm
you're
probably a side
different.
character to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I would come up to them like, oh shit, how you been, bro? Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what's up? They'd be like, I know a fake cool guy when I
Yeah,
see it, like
yeah.
acting mamon and shit. But like on some like, it's not like that vibe anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I didn't feel disrespected. I was like, it wasn't like being disrespected. Like this guy's a cool guy, like a mamon, but more like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we should just part ways, bro. I don't think I need to say what's up no more. So I feel you guys now how you're saying that I don't want to see anyone, because now I'm at the boat where like I see someone, I just ignore it
Yo, hold
That-
up.
unless we really chop
Turn
it
your
up.
chair that way, that way we can see your face, because we haven't even able to
Me,
see.
like
it.
We
this?
want to see that
Yeah,
pretty
turn
face.
the chair. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to see
I
that
thought I
pretty
was
face.
like, really indulged.
There you go.
My bad.
No, but I mean, you're different, because me personally, if I see someone that I've seen or knew personally in high school,
Yeah.
like at Walmart, I don't know why the fuck it always
It's
happens at
always
fucking
Walmart, huh?
Walmart,
For
dude.
real, brings everyone
And
together.
I see someone like I walk the other way, and they're like, hey. I'm like,
Eric, what's good, man?
I'm like, hey,
hey,
what's up?
buddy.
What you been up to? The same shit from high school.
Yeah.
And then at that moment, there's really nothing new, or you just don't. I don't want to fill you in on that.
Yeah, I just want to let you know what I'm going on.
No,
'cause-
hold your. It's cracking.
My bad.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I just
My bad, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
I
know,
know
hey,
you knew it.
we still live in the trenches.
Nigga knew
Yeah,
equipment.
yeah.
No, but I feel you. You say like now you just like I don't like even want to entertain that type shit.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but it's like a lot of people feel like that too.
Yeah. I don't want to. Like, I hate running into people. Like, oh fuck. And then
Me personally, is like if you fuck with me,
Yeah.
you know who I am. If you don't fuck with me, just leave me alone. Like
'Cause
I don't need you to be. Like if I fuck with you, you know who I am. You know my personal life. You know my family. You know how I'm dating.
yeah.
You know my close homies. If you don't know me, and I see you in the streets, just wave, say hey, good, hey, hi, what's up, and that's it.
Yeah,
I don't need you to be like, oh yeah, what you been up to, and this and that. Because at the end of the day, we'll have a good conversation. But at the end of the day, I won't ever see you again, or we
Yeah.
will never talk again.
yeah.
The only reason I don't
and-
do it is because I've had that moment where I see somebody in public. I was like, oh hey, and they just look at you and ignore you. So like,
Oh, I've
after,
had that
after
before
that, I was
too.
like,
I forgot
you know
about
what?
that.
I ain't gonna say hi to them. If they see me, come up to me like, hey, what up, and then we'll say
Yeah.
what's up. But if not, then I don't care.
Like you move how you move, but I mean,
Move different.
yeah, like I yeah, exactly that too. And then me personally, I move different, but I will never. I accept the fact that people move different compared to me.
Yeah.
So if I'm being present or welcoming, I accept the fact that someone else might not be like that.
Yeah.
Even though it will, it might hit me sideways and shit, but I can
Yeah.
accept that.
Well, going off what you're saying, do you think people judge you or like are there for you, or
Yeah.
people get that juice off just judging people?
Some people do. Like, what do you mean? Some people thrive off being like on some negative
Judgmental?
shit.
Yeah, like
See, and then okay,
because I met people, or like, I
finish,
know
yeah.
people, I know homies and this and that. Like
Yeah.
I meet them up and eventually, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing this and this. Oh yeah, well I'm doing this and this and that.
oh,
And
trying to one up you.
you know, knowing that they're not doing that shit, and
Yeah.
then I go online
yeah.
like, yeah, I met an old homie and shit, you know, he's going broke and this and that,
Yeah.
but I'm keeping my shit going, money, grinding on time and this.
You're
and
doing
this
your
and
thing.
that. And then I'm like, bro, like you literally just told me that you're out here struggling this and that, but then online you're telling me, or I see online that you're saying, oh, I'm doing better than this homie and this and this and that. I'm like, bro, like you literally just fucking lied.
Yeah.
See, I mean, and then that's, I mean, like, shit. If he's over there comparing himself to another person, that shows you a lot of the character and shit. I feel you. Cause like, no, I feel you, bro.
But you think a lot of people do that shit just to kind of get like a boost in their life, or like get like that happiness?
Yeah, unfortunately, to some extent, yeah. Or maybe it's just like feeling energy where they don't want to fill you in, whether they fuck with you or not, or they fuck with you enough to be embarrassed to be like, I don't want to tell them I'm doing bad. Which
Yeah.
I like. Look, there's multiple scenarios to this because I've been down bad before, and this is for me. This is my turning point of like the people I started hanging out with, especially you guys remember I was in my hooligan days.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I
We all
started.
been there.
Yeah, when I was with like fucking with you guys, especially like Kenji. This is the actual story, and also like like meeting
Put
more
me
of
on it. Put me on it.
Kenji bands and shit.
Uh huh.
I realized I was changing my social circle in my life
Sorry.
Listen.
when I felt
Thank you.
embarrassed to tell him, "Hey, I got caught up."
What the heck?
'Cause before it was like not a flex, but it was like, you feel me? I'm on some bullshit,
I'm on
and then
my
you'd get the
grind.
usual response of you got to get yourself out of that predicament. Life goes on.
Yeah.
But then I realized my social circle and my way of thinking was changing,
Mhm.
and quote unquote maybe I was maturing or just getting out of that. When I told Kenji Bands, I was like, "Yo, I got caught up with so and so," and then
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to tell him, bro, not because my man's is with the shits, like he's no stranger to like like familiarity, but it was like I felt embarrassed to tell him like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
the older homie, like, yo, I got in some shit, like. Just because like I realized at that point this isn't me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like not to bash any person what you're saying and shit, because we don't know what people go through, but like some people actually be on the opposite end where there could have been negative as fuck, like, oh yeah, it was no big deal.
Yeah.
It was flex. I got caught up with more and more. Or you know me, I'll bounce back. Ain't never happened. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, I'll take my fucking L's, bro.
Mhm.
Like lowercase or
You're a man
capital L,
about
bro.
it.
I'll take it, bro.
Yeah, you're a man about it. Like you know what you're going through.
It sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sucks to be like the fucking take that fucking L and shit, but
Hey man, but if you take those L's, man, it helps you grow. It helps you understand. It helps you learn the way you are. Like if you don't take those L's, you'll never actually.
you're postponing that L, bro, and it's a different L
like
at that point.
if you keep winning every day.
You know, 2 L's make a W.
Yeah, it is true. It is.
Yo,
Hey, man. This guy.
Bars.
Bars. But it is true, like, cause, like, me personally, I've done so much in my life
Mm.
where I've never taken L's. Like, I'm just winning.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
recently, I just took L's a couple times, like, just.
Oh, you were on a streak, really?
Huh?
You were on
Yeah,
kinda
like
on
business wise,
streak
like
and shit.
like
Mhm.
business wise, like I have everything I wanted, everything I ever wanted, and I've took a couple L's in business where I lost money, and I lost customers, and I felt so
Yeah.
fucking depressed.
Yeah.
And
It took a toll on you. It hit you.
It did. I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I even fucking trying to run this business? Like, why the fuck am I even here? But because I run the business with my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad told me, Mijo, listen to me. You're always gonna take these L's. You're always gonna. There's people that are gonna look upon, like, down on you and gonna fucking shit on you.
Mhm.
But that what makes you better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're making your own story. You're making your own history.
Yeah. Your own book, your own chapter.
Your own book. So what do you want them? Do you want them to see you as a failure, or do you want them to see me as a failure, and you pick up from that and make yourself a fucking legend?
True.
And
Like,
I'm
is this
like-
where the story ends, or is this like is this just
I'm
another
like,
chapter?
and I'm like, bro,
A new
like,
chapter
and then my dad
begins.
told me, like, Mijo, like, I've been running this business for so many years
Uh-huh.
where I've taken so many L's, where the point where, like, I was eating bologna sandwiches every other day
Uh-huh.
because I couldn't afford to buy your mom and me food.
Yeah.
And now that we're 20 years, 30 years
What
later.
is it? Salchichas in huevos?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That shit hits hard.
Hey, that shit fucking hits.
Fried
I still,
bolognas
I
and shit
still
like that,
fucking
you
love
know?
that shit.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like,
Yeah, what you saying?
he told me, like, straight up, like, you have it made. Like, you take these L's, you lose a couple $100, you lose a
Mhm.
couple $1,000, but at the end of the day, you're still making money because you're still working. You got shit doing. Like, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't like taking those losses. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mijo,
Yeah.
if you don't take losses, how are you going to learn from your mistakes?
How
Yeah,
will you grow?
exactly. And this is like that one, not even just in the business, but I feel like anyone themselves, not even just man, but like anyone, bro. At one point, and there's gonna be one point where you gotta put your pride aside to take this lesson, bro. It's okay. Like, it's okay to take that L and shit, cause like we said, 2 L's make a W. And what I always say is a L is a fucking lesson. And shit. And for me personally, not to sidetrack, shit, I might take that L 3 times before I really, third time's a charm.
No, for
Yeah.
real, man. Like, 'cause I used to hate the L's, man. I like last
It's
year,
pride.
like,
It's a bit of pride.
yeah, cause like me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been spoiled my whole life.
Mhm.
Like I've done what I had to do. I grew up in the business that was already there,
Yeah.
and now I'm trying to run it. I took up a couple L's last year, where the point where like I'm like, I don't want to do this no more, dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm like it's depressing. It's like I'm just fucking sick of to my stomach because I don't
Yeah.
want to do this shit.
Yeah.
And my dad told me, like, the way you feel, I've been there.
Yeah.
And look at me now, mijo. I'm 50 years old.
Damn, your dad looks younger than that though.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, he's
it's like 23 years ago, I went through what you're going through right now.
Uh-huh.
It's either you either let it consume you, or you fight that fucker and you fucking build off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
hell
like,
yeah.
fuck you, asshole. Like, cause I knew. Like,
Hit you
it's
with
like,
that knowledge. like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, my motherfucker.
Listen here, bruv.
Yeah, like just give me the key to get better. It's like, no, you need to understand and you need to learn it your way.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, now I'm like, fuck.
No, it's like one of those things and shit. I can teach you. That's like fucking.
He could teach you.
I can learn you.
He could teach you and learn it, but it takes a real human being to be hungry to actually learn the fucking the skills.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. No, and then this
It's
is like the same thing
It's like I could tell you anything you want. I could tell you all this, but it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
to actually do something.
Exactly.
No, and then at the same time too, for my things, like, bro, you can have all the teachings in the world. Same thing with arts, bro. You can study that shit to the fucking core, know every textbook example, fucking have your thesis up to par and shit, and know every nook and cranny there is, and do that shit by like design. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't take that L or learn it for yourself or become your own fucking person or own artist, whatever and shit, like you will not learn and shit. You won't not develop into your own person and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
that's one of the biggest like things and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I feel like we all have like an idol. We all have like a person that we look up to,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we're all trying to be the way they are. But the truth is, we are our own person. We're gonna be. We have our own path. We got to figure it out. And I mean, it is true. Like you got your own shit going on, you got your own shit, and we're gonna learn
Yeah.
off of it. We're gonna kind of bite off of it, but at the same time, we mold our own future.
Yeah.
And say you doing all this, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Joe's doing all this and this and that, but don't let that shit get to your head. Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, Joe's doing all this shit. Okay, what can I do?
Oh, I get what you mean.
No, I feel
Like-
I'm
like-
on the
like-
same
like
boat
to-
for
Like
myself.
you see people doing shit and you're not moving forward. So like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
so
am I
like,
doing?
so then you get depressed. I'm like, bro, okay, he's doing his own thing. So what can I do to get at that same level or get towards, like, be next to him and be cool without beefing it?
Yeah.
And that's what people do. People envy people success. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
just do your own thing.
Yeah, because
every-
everyone's book is different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Like me personally, like I have homies right now that are making money up the ass, and then I'm making good money. And then
Yeah.
I look at homies that are like looking at me as like,
Some like crazy.
bro,
and shit.
like well, how the fuck you making all this money and this and that? I'm over here being a bum. I'm like, bro, I just hustle that shit.
Yeah.
And I look at other people. I'm like, bro, like how the fuck you making this money?
Yeah.
And he looks at me like, bro, just hustle.
Yeah.
It's like you can never be someone that you want to be unless you do it yourself. Like you
Yeah.
can never look at someone else's chapter
Yeah.
because you're
Pretty much stay in your own lane.
stay in your own lane
and
and
the
do
same
what you
thing
gotta
too
do.
is like you're gonna be yourself no matter what, bro. Like this. Corny as fuck. But what happens when you copy that chapter book, bro? It's in your own handwriting, bro. Maybe this chapter book just wasn't for you, bro.
Exactly.
And I'm not knocking you. I'm not disciplining you because we all have to take those L's because I've had to accept that L and shit. Like maybe this avenue is not for me and shit. But it's like, and I'm not trying to box someone in. This is what you're meant to do. Fuck no. I'm just saying like everyone's story is different, so you can't really copy someone. You can learn and copy and paste. But what happens when we
True.
copy and paste like a thesis when we're in school and shit? You adjust that shit to fucking sound more your language or sound more believable and shit
Yeah.
whether they take
Exactly,
that out or
bro.
not. And then going back to the same thing, you could copy that whole thing and shit. It's picture perfect, but that L is pending for you, not because you deserve it, but because that's life. You know what I'm saying?
It's like everybody has their own timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she has a kid, she's married, and all this, it's like I want all that, bro. Your
Getting
time's
the
gonna come,
sniffles.
bro. Just go through your path, go through all the rocky roads, go through all the pain, all that. One day you're gonna get there. Just because someone has it doesn't mean you're gonna get it soon. And then the funny thing is that people look at you, like you guys have good shit going on, right? Guarantee you, there's people, homies, cousins, and all that look at you like, bro, man, they got it made.
Oh yeah.
Like they got it
Yeah.
made, and
Yeah.
then in your head you're like,
Fuck no,
I'm not
I'm
there.
fucking. The water's up to my neck. Now it's down to
Yeah,
my
like
chest, bro.
like
It's
I have
really not a
cousin,
difference.
I have a cousin like my cousin Junior.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, like you have it made, bro. You're doing everything you're doing. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah. In my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not even where I want to be yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But they look at me as a not even a god, but like, bro, you're so
My man's
successful.
is God.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, it's stupid.
No,
Yeah.
it is true.
No,
like,
it's not that, but my man's is established and shit. My man's is like
and they're
solid.
like- and then I'm like, bro, but I look at him, bro, like you're working out, you're doing your own thing. Like, I want to do what you're doing, like working out, having a good
Exactly, like what you
body.
said. You reflect from your perspective.
Yeah,
It's like,
and
bro,
then they
I
look-
wish I was moving like you.
Yeah.
I wish I was like in the position you are and shit. I wish
Uh-huh.
I was like fucking free range as you and shit like that. Yeah, exactly. Because I've had that before too, where like people like might reflect on me like, oh, bro, you're doing this and this and that. It's like, bro, I'm screaming immensely because you know you bury that shit.
In my head,
like,
I'm
bro,
dying.
I was like, bro, I'm not even where I want to be,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
And
but
they're like,
like,
bro,
you know,
but you
like-
got it made.
Exactly. I'm over here screaming mentally.
Hey, y'all
and
keep
shit.
going, I'ma
Like-
go
like that. Like,
back.
bro, I want to be right. Like, somewhat similar to that too and shit. Like, if I had what you had, so and so, this one detail, I'd be solid. But it's like everyone's different. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
everyone's
true.
different.
And it's like, you know what's so funny about like, so I mean, I'm stuck on social media,
Mm.
and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna,
we all
I'm not,
are, bro.
huh?
We all are, bro. To some
Yeah,
extent.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the last couple months, I looked at people's like social media, like younger than me. I'm like, bro,
Wait. Are you, did you do a flashback reflection or just in general?
a lot, kind.
Because I feel like people do that every now and then.
yeah,
I'll admit
it-
I've done that every now and then. Where like, bro, I'm not even on Facebook, but every 6 months, a year and a half, I'll just late night somehow like I don't want to say that, but I like see how people do that I miss and shit or like that I fucked with, and they're just splurging with their life. And okay, side note, I'd be surprised how many people still on Facebook. I'm not even on Facebook, but then it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
motion. It's motion.
No, so I have this one homie that me and him were like really, really, really good friends back in the day, right?
Yeah.
He runs he's a realtor.
Mhm.
He has houses. So
Dope.
now he's side jobbing with renting cars out. You
Yeah.
know, like everybody like it's kind of like a if you come to Arizona, you want a fly ass car like Corvette,
Mhm.
Lamborghini, anything you want, he
Yeah.
got it.
Hell yeah.
Because he made a business partner, right?
Yeah.
And he's younger than me, and
Yeah.
he makes a lot more money than I do. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, bro, like how do you do all that? And it makes me kind of like gets me jealous, right?
A little bit envious and shit.
Exactly. But then I look at what we have, like all these.
You have all this going on.
and I run a landscaping business.
Yeah.
And I make
You run your own business.
and I make good ass fucking money to a point where like I
Mhm.
could travel, and let my guys do what they gotta do and have no problems. Like right now, if I want to go to Cali tonight,
You can do it.
business is good. Like 'cause
You could clock out. You
I
got
could
the
clock
funds.
out,
You
yeah.
got the time. You got the expense.
yeah,
you got the free range. to
maybe
do it.
maybe I'm in California in the hotel, doing like billings and
A quick little checkup. Emails
yeah, little
and shit.
this
We
and
all
this
are.
and that. But that's
Yeah.
simple shit for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to be out there in the field working my ass off, and then the way I look at it, I'm like, bro, like this guy's making so much money, but then I don't reflect on the way I'm running business. Like, bro,
Damn.
I'm running my fucking like my dad running this business,
Yeah.
but I don't look at it that way. I'm like, bro, like why is this
This
homie
guy's got it over quote unquote this way and shit, a little quote
Sorry.
unquote easier and shit, and it's like
yeah, and then
Damn,
I'm
what am
over
I
here,
doing
I'm
not
like,
to be
and then
there and
I'm like,
shit?
bro, like how the fuck you doing that? But then at the same time, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year
making good money.
making this money. I'm like, bro, like I'm not satisfied with that shit.
Yeah.
Because social media paints another picture. I'm like,
Fuck yeah, you ever had
Nah,
that shit?
You
ever
gotta.
had that shit?
I learned that
and
you,
then-
you gotta stop looking at other people's lives.
Yeah,
and what
yeah,
they
so-
do, 'cause
so
your
going-
your lane's not gonna be the same as theirs. So you
going
can be
off that,
you
because
can
I got
be back here and they're gonna be up in front, and that's gonna be how it is. But eventually you'll get to where they are and maybe even past that.
true.
and it's not that thing where it's like you're not meant to be there, but just everyone's story is different. Bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
for real.
saying
I had to learn the hard way because
destiny's
I would
boxing
always
in.
say everybody's like, you're studying social media. Yeah, I would look at everybody's social media. Damn, this dude's got a new car. He's got a house. And this and that.
And then
And
me,
then you don't have shit yet. So like, when am I gonna get there? But you'll get there eventually.
and then me personally, like having all this. And
I look
seeing
at you all like, damn, this dude got a truck, a fucking
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
can
You
man.
guys look at me
side by
like
side.
that,
Yeah.
but you
Like
see,
that,
look
that,
You got
at
his
Diamond
RV and
shit.
shit, you know.
but look at like the way I look at it, I'm depressed because I'm like, damn, bro, like. Now I'm not depressed, like
More money,
It's just
more-
a little. You're a little
Like,
bit down,
because
thinking
I'm down.
like,
Cause
oh, it
like,
could
bro,
be more.
like people have more than I have. Like I can't. Like how,
That's the thing too. You
See,
can't-
that's where perspective. This is the realization I barely had in the last year alone or year or two. Perspective is important, bro.
For real.
Because I can look at a negative situation. It's either a good one or a bad one or a decent one. And perspective is important, bro. Because I've looked at it with other moments, especially working with like my last couple of jobs. It was like where people got. I'm not trying to dismiss anybody, but for me, from my perspective, solely speaking on my perspective, like Tino to Tino, bro, people got real problems. I don't know what you're upset about. And I'm talking to
Yeah.
myself.
no.
And
that
then
is
like this
true.
person got this and this and that. He's still smiling. He's still attending to things. Okay, maybe he got skeleton in the closet. But I'm saying like he's moving and you can't do this with that, or you just bottom like you're not being grateful. Like, and I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just reflecting on myself. I've had these reflections with myself a lot. Where it's like, Tino, bro, people got real problems. I don't know why you fucking down like that. Pick your head up and let's go. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is true because like me, like what you said, it's like what I have. I feel like it's not enough,
Yeah.
but then people look at me like, bro, you have it made, like, bro. Like,
You think that's how rich people feel? Like they're saying, "Oh, rich people aren't
Like
happy."
CEOs and
Do
shit.
they have they have
it is-
everything?
You know, okay, 'cause it is true because I listen to other podcasts. I listen to other rich people. I listen to like rappers. It's like, bro, money, material, everything you have doesn't fucking make you happy. What makes you
Yeah.
happy is your fucking family and your friends.
Like
Yeah.
you yourself, bro.
And the funny thing is, I was fucking depressed as fuck last year. Like I was like done. Like I'm like, you know, fuck everybody. Like I'm just depressed. And I talked to my mom and my dad and like my girlfriend and her family. Bro,
Uh-huh.
like, it's just like they're like, Eric, you don't understand like what you have. Like you're blessed to have all this shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, I have all this shit. I have my Polaris. I have a good business. I have my own RV. I have my own trucks. I have everything that I want.
Face the camera like they're
But that doesn't make me happy. It
Yeah.
doesn't make
Yeah.
me happy. Because the other day I come home to my house, it's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what makes me happy now is hanging out with my uncle, my cousins, with you
The
guys.
little things.
Little
Yeah.
things, like literally, like money to me. I anything I want, I could buy it.
Uh-huh.
Well, no problem. Like it literally doesn't fucking matter to me. But I want like exceptions. Like
Yeah.
I want to be accepted.
Like you want that, like that center core piece. And
Yeah,
shit.
and then now that I'm 28 and this is a new year, I'm kind of realizing like I don't need I want my family. That's why I'm like more trying to be more closer to you, my mom, my
Yeah.
dad, my cousins, my
Mhm.
uncle. Like I'm trying to be more closer to everybody because at the end of the day, that's what matters more. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like say I lose everything. I lose everything, my business, my house, my cars, everything. Who's gonna be there for me? My family.
Fam.
Yeah.
But if I'm not there for them when I have all this,
Yeah.
and I push them aside, I'm like, fuck you, fuck you guys, all this and that.
Uh-huh.
If they're not there for me at the end of the day, I'm gonna be fucking devastated.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying is lonely at the top. you know?
exactly, it is, and that's why lately, like I've been trying to be more, like how you say, like trying to be more of my family, like trying to talk
Yeah,
to my
family oriented.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to more of my cousins.
More present.
Yeah, more present. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if like say I lose all this and I'm really cool with my cousin, my uncle, mijo, my house is open to you. Come over.
You talking about my daddy?
Yeah, your daddy. Yeah, you already. Yeah, it's true. Cause say
Suegros.
no, like
Suegro.
swear to God, like if I lose my
Suegros
parents,
is?
I lose this
Yeah,
house,
Yeah.
everything. Who's gonna be there for me? My uncle.
Yeah, uncle, yeah.
Mijo, come over. My house is your house,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be fucking happy. And that's what it is. It's not even about the money. It's not
Yeah.
about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because for so long I thought like the money, like the goals that I achieved was gonna make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not there where I'm not rich. I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not that. And I have a good bit. I'm decent where I'm at. I'm
Yeah, you
happy where
good.
I'm at.
Yeah, you fair. Yeah.
Am, but and I got to a point where I'm like, I got what I always wanted.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me happy.
Uh-huh.
And when I hang out with you two, hang out with your woman,
Yeah.
hang out with your daddy, like and I do like when I hang out with my parents and all that.
He's talking about the suegro.
Suegro, yeah, suegro. Sorry, yeah. But when I hang
my
with
daddy.
them, it makes me fuck. That makes like
Those
that.
moments make you feel complete.
It
Yeah.
does. It completes my soul.
It
Like,
does.
when I
you
hang with Junior, and
you know
everybody-
why? Because when I went to we were at the party the party last week, the family party.
Yeah.
I was like I was with my girl sitting next to her. I was like, "Yo, is your dad drunk?" I was like, "No, why? He's just because he's smiling everywhere. He's everywhere he goes, he's smiling, he's happy."
He's always happy, dude.
When it's with family, I'm like, "Why? He looks like I thought he was drunk. He looks happy." Like, no, he's not drunk. And then I guess he found out about that. I said that. I'm like, "Oh, would you say that? Would you say that? What the hell?" No, because I'm saying when you're around everybody you love, you're happy. He was going around and everybody's like, "Hey, how's it
You know
going?"
what's funny about my tío though?
What?
My tío's the type of person. He won't show love. He won't show emotions.
Mhm.
But just being at his house and him cooking for you and
That's
just
how he shows
just
love.
being there,
Yeah. That's his love language.
bro.
and shit.
His heart's fucking fulfilled.
Yeah.
He won't tell you he loves you. He won't tell you anything. As long as you're there and you admire his food, his house, he's fucking. That's done. That's all he needs in life. And I'm like, for so long, I felt like, sorry, I felt like I need that. I need that good car. I need that new car. I need the new players. I need a good business. I need
Yeah.
a new house, to please people.
Yeah.
All people want is just be there for them, talk to them,
Yeah.
have a good conversation, and then they're happy.
Yeah. I wish my dad was around. You know, like I was like, "Hey, Dad, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Let's go eat."
And I mean,
But-
yeah,
Damn,
and-
no, but you know what I was just thinking about right now though, just speaking about that shit.
You know, like down
I don't think-
that moon hour.
Yeah, no, dead ass. My
Hey,
bad.
dang, 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 on back.
I mean, personally, I don't understand, and I can't feel the way you guys feel about not having your dad in your
Yeah.
life.
It's different for everybody and shit.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm glad that I have my mom and my dad still in my life.
Yeah, but
I mean, we still have our ups and downs. We go through our fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
We fight it. We're like to the point
Yeah.
where like, I fuck you, fuck me, and like.
that's what I'm
shit
saying.
like
I'm
that.
trying to get it because me. It's just honestly, it's just me, Tino, my little brother and mom, and honestly, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That's all my family. You know, I have
Yeah,
cousins, this and that. And
But
they're all-
never break that bond.
no. That's what I'm saying because that's all I need because that's what makes me happy. You know, if else something happened, we were all separated, then what the fuck,
No,
my
'cause,
world's
like,
over. You know.
Speaking on the bond thing and shit, I always have my family. my cousins, whatever, my house, whatever. Um, Speaking on the bond thing though, that's what like kind of like an unspoken pact. Me, I have like a pact I have with my brother and also Pac-Man, but like one of those things where it's like y'all my brothers and shit. Like the last thing I want to happen and shit is like what happened with like my mom and my tias and shit,
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like everyone was together.
You know,
And
like
then
you
we
know, how
just-
the old
They
like, tios
just
and tias, they
separated,
fight, and
bro.
then
Like
they never
imagine
see each
your
other.
2-3 tias that you primarily have around you stop hanging out with each other for whatever fucking reason. Hey, maybe it goes deeper than what I know. Maybe when I truly find the secret, it'll be different. Whatever. I can tell that shit, but it's like
I feel
I
you,
ain't gonna
dude.
lie, bro. It stripped me of like I'm gonna sound like a bitch, but like it stripped me of a childhood. It stripped me of a fucking memories. And you know what? I will say though, realizing this now, I'm gonna sound petty for this shit, but it stripped me of truly speaking fluent Spanish.
No, I mean, it's normal, dude.
No, because my Spanish is better now. But I'm on some real shit, bro. I went years without speaking Spanish.
I swear to God, I thought, dude, bro, I lived in Phoenix
Yeah,
for like 10 years, and when I was in Phoenix, it was all bilingual. You do Spanish and English at school.
yeah.
Once I went to Mesa, let's say fourth grade. I think it was third or fourth grade, and I was trying to talk Spanish. You know what they told me?
Yeah.
We don't speak that language here.
Only English
You
here,
need to
man.
understand it. So what
You
happened
need to
was,
speak English.
so for me, my English was so broken that I had to get like another teacher to teach me how to speak English. So from
Yeah.
fourth grade to seventh grade, I spoke nothing but English, and I
Yeah.
lost my native language.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And I'm like, so now like, my English right now or my Spanish is kind of broken now, but it was so broken back in the day where I couldn't even talk to you without having a conversation.
Yeah.
And I learned it from like working with my dad, you know, illegal immigrants, Spanish and all that. So like
Being
that.
like actually surrounded by that.
Surrounded
shit.
by
Yeah.
that. So now to this day I'm like, and my English or my Spanish isn't that perfect,
Yeah.
but it's better than it was 10 years ago.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, and that's how I feel now too.
Yeah.
Because at my job, bro, I'm fully surrounded by the Spanish, the staff, the people around it, like 100%. And it's different cultures of people, like Mexican, Cuban, Central American, everything, bro. Like and then first generation, but then not only just first generation of Mexican, but first generation Cubans and like Central Americans. And shit. Is it good?
Yeah, it's messing up.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking up. But
Oh,
yeah,
is it? Hello, can you guys
I'm
hear me?
gonna have to wrap it up soon because I keep hearing it from all the mic, like your guys' mics. It keeps
Really?
cracking.
Because I
Yeah.
can't hear it on my head.
Can you hear me now?
Not can hear, but like it keeps cracking.
My
when
bad,
you guys
guys.
move.
I don't mean to cut this off. Anyways,
You don't
what I'm
want to keep
saying is
talking or
shit.
what?
Yeah, but it just keeps cracking. Like it's already we're already like an hour and a half in. But
All right. So you want,
keep
wait,
going all
let's,
Or
night.
keep going. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
we
let's,
Then.
let's close it up. Anyways, what I'm
Here,
saying
let me
is
just go
shit.
pee real quick.
Let's chop it up.
Anyways, yada yada, drove like, oh, you know, you robbed me of my culture, whatever bullshit. But like how Eric was saying this shit, you know, like very family oriented and shit. I'm all for it and shit, because like that's one of the things that made me realize and shit. Like, you know, I want to be more present.
Yeah.
You know, with both of my parents and shit. My relationship with both of my parents is completely different. And to be not to indulge in deeper, but like people that do relate to our situation.
Uh-huh.
It's three brothers and shit, but like your the way you view both parents and the way our brother views both parents is
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
Completely fucking different.
Mhm.
And that's the realization I had like a long time ago and shit. And then we have a sole LLC, a sole proprietor, which
Uh-huh.
is, you know, our mother and shit. And then we all individuals have our own view to it towards it too.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is just because any individual out there that might feel like that way, bro, it's I hear you. You know, it's not easy. It's different for everybody. For some people, it's like get over it. For some people, it's like it's adjustment. Some people, it's like an actual L, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel you. I feel you.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like what we're going on, like it's saying, like it's not about materials and money. Like at the end of the day, it's like my money, like family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was saying, like,
I mean,
oh,
because technically speaking, no.
because hold on, you cut me off, boy.
No, my bad. But I'm gonna add to you. I'm gonna one up you.
Go ahead.
Scientifically speaking,
Money makes you happy.
no. Actually, exact opposite. Scientifically speaking, social engagement is really good for your mental health.
It is.
You need that shit,
being
bro.
to call isolated by yourself really does mess up with you.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. No, it's been proven. Like mental, like a lot of like mental studies and shit. Social engagement to whatever degree that you deem suitable and shit and quality and shit is good for your mental health. Just
Yeah.
like with dogs and shit. If you put a dog in
A
a kennel, like
dog.
in the backyard, changed up and shit for like 6 months, he gonna be a savage.
He
What did you
will.
expect?
For reals.
Yeah.
Compared to a dog that's in home, your cousin's dog that's indoor dog, and he's treated like a fucking damn near family member. He's only not paying the rent and shit. That's
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? He has his own characteristics. He has his own mañas and shit. Like, you know, it's all that shit. Like, dogs are people too.
For reals.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's why I
switch-
love your dogs and shit, because your dogs be like from the same litter as
My girls
Joe's,
are.
girls.
Oh
like,
man, my
family
Shout
dogs
out
are
those are
fucking-
Tonka.
Yeah, man, that's a good dog, but they're crazy.
Those are like family dogs. Remember Churro? I love
Alright,
Churro.
switching up the topic a little bit.
Oh, what do you want to talk about? My nap, my boy.
I
Take it
wanna have you guys' opinion.
What's
Who
up?
wants to go first?
Nah,
You guys go first.
Joe go first because he's more sober.
Sober
I'll go on
thoughts,
a
drunk thoughts,
tangent.
sober thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is my my topic.
Your analysis.
What is your biggest fear? Like what?
I'm a good
my
chicken
fear,
piece,
my
bro.
biggest
you,
fear,
you,
honestly, my
you
biggest,
might have two good fears, but just tell me what when you wake up every morning, like what makes you that fear? Like fuck.
nah, how do I put it? Not
Speak facts.
I'm speaking facts straight out the dome. Being a failure, you know. I'm not scared of failing, like you said, taking L's. I don't mind. I love taking L's because those teach me lessons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my fear is not being able to, not being somebody, you know. I know how you're saying, oh, money doesn't make you happy and doesn't make you this and that, but I want money because that will make me able to provide for my families and that, and whatever it is, even if it is like, oh, I'm rich as fuck or just like enough to keep go by, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Also, being a failure, you know, that's my fear.
Just not being someone.
Not being someone. Yeah. I want to be someone. No, I don't want to be famous. Like, oh, I need the fame. I want everybody to know me. I just want success. You know. I feel like that'll make me like satisfied from life. You know. Like your dad. He has his business. That's what I want. I want my own like something that I can look back like, damn, I did that.
Well, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, going off of that, you know, my dad's an immigrant from Michoacan.
Shout out Michoacan.
Yeah, shout out Michoacan. He's an immigrant. He has his green card and all this and that. And you know what's funny? You just brought that up.
Uh-huh.
Like him coming from nowhere, not even knowing in English
Yeah.
or anything like that, and like having this business, a landscape business. We're like,
Mhm.
we make so much money now, and like, I'm afraid like me taking over, it's gonna like,
Go down.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro's like, and then it's funny though, cause like he runs his business like good, and then in my head I'm like, how the fuck does he do that? But then in my head I'm like, bro, like a man that came from nothing, and me being from the United States, have papers and
Yeah.
know English really well. Like, why can't I just push it to the next level?
Mhm. Yeah.
And then going off that, my biggest fear, my biggest fear, I got two biggest fears.
Uh-huh.
So I'll tell you one of my biggest fears right now.
Go ahead.
Number one is not. You know how your parents always tell you they're proud of you,
Yeah.
even though you feel like you're not proud, like
Mhm.
you feel like you don't do enough. But they're like, "Mijo, I'm proud of you. You're doing good in this and this and that."
Yeah.
And for the longest, they keep telling me, I'm like, "Mijo, like you're running your dad's kind of like on the background, and you're running
Yeah.
the good business and this and this
Uh-huh.
and that." But my biggest fear is like, well, what happens if one day I can't run it the way you guys want me to, or like the way I need it to, and it falls, and then my dad's retirement's in my hands, like, cause my dad doesn't have retirement, he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's cause they own houses and
Uh-huh.
they rent houses out, so at the end of the day, that's how they make their income.
Yeah.
But the business is where they make
Yeah.
the most money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if one day I just lose it all?
Yeah.
Oh
And-
shit.
And
Like, thank you for believing in me. I've been doing my thing, and I have a track record. I quote unquote got this. Like, you do got this, but the hanging over measure of the fact that it's like, if I quote unquote, if I do fumble this, is a ripple effect of this and this and this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not affecting me. I'm affecting these many people,
'cause
and these people are my
Yeah,
parents.
because like I said, my dad has been running this business since like early 2000s. early 2000, like 2001 or two.
Uh-huh.
And for him not to know any English, and where we're at right now, look where we're at right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They have,
Out here in the campsite.
honestly, like they have everything you see here. They have buying cash,
Yeah.
Yeah.
houses, cars. This RV they bought it for us, and we're paying it off. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, I make good money, but if it wasn't for them, we didn't have what we have now.
Right.
Yeah, no, and you're talking about
And that's facts. Like I'm not gonna front with you. Like, oh yeah, man, I did this on myself. No, fuck that
Hell
shit.
no,
My
yeah.
my family,
Humble.
and they helped me out. And my biggest fear is like disappointing to them. And my second biggest fear is
take it away.
losing my mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we
That's
all
my
can
biggest
know
fear.
and
That
shit.
like
I think that's an unspoken fear
That's
for
like,
most people.
I think that's a
and
fear
shit.
for everybody. Yeah.
You know, maybe that's like almost a embedded. What's the word for like a mammal? No, I don't know. An insect. I don't know. Like us people as society and shit. Like in the society that we developed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could feel that. At least for most people and shit.
I was actually thinking about that today. Cause now that I've gotten older, you think like I think that you think different when you get older. It hits you. So I was like before coming here.
like
Hold, you cut me off.
Sorry,
Sorry,
bro. Sorry,
your
bro.
own fucking
No,
show.
No, I was thinking like I've had thoughts.
It's all you.
I've had thoughts where like, oh, one day my mom's gonna pass away, you know. this
Okay,
and that.
starts.
But now it hits me like, damn, she's gonna pass away because she's older now. So she's getting to that age where she's.
How's your mom?
57, 56, 57.
It's fucking.
But what I'm saying is that
Like, it hits me too. Like, oh fuck, when I realize, I take that moment to not to cut you off. I take that moment to realize, holy shit, bro, my mom's
Can't
not
hear you.
30 anymore. Like, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Damn, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
My
now.
bad. Going over
I can't hear you now.
I
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Moments-
Let go of the wire.
Can you hear me?
Let go of the wire. Let it go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I have those moments where I realize it too. Like, a lot of people have impulsive thoughts. I have those moments where I realize, like, holy shit, my mom's not 30 anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a little kid anymore. Like,
yeah.
do the math real quick. 10,
Well,
20 years later and
what I was
shit,
trying to
she's
get
hers
at-
too and shit. You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
trying to get at.
Yeah.
She's closer to that age, and we're at the age where once they were. So one day we're gonna be at that age, and it's gonna come soon. You know,
Mhm.
it comes fast.
Yeah, you know what's
And
sad?
then you think about it, like fuck, you really just live this life and then you die, and that's it. You're gone. You're
Stop.
gone.
You know what's sad?
Trow.
So when I was younger, and I saw my mom and my dad
Deep thoughts.
at my age,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, they're hustling as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then now that I'm older and I look at my dad and my mom, like, bro, like, they're fucking aging to the point where, like, they're not the same, bro. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say that. I was literally about to
Like-
say that. Like,
And-
little details where
and
it's
then-
like,
and
you're
then-
not.
like the other day when I was working with my dad, and my dad has done hard labor his whole life, like
Yeah.
from fucking selling chicles, washing windshields, fucking at the board,
Like,
like
this man can get it.
yeah. So he's done his whole fucking, he's done his part.
Yeah.
And just a couple of days ago, like when he was working with us, and I see him like he's all struggling, like he's just getting old.
Yeah.
And I just sat down, like, bro, like
Holy shit.
I got a little teary. I'm like, bro, like
No, I feel you.
You
he
think
should-
everybody does that one time?
yeah,
At some
like he
point?
should. You know, I'm like, bro,
You
like
start noticing your parents get older. Like,
yeah,
damn.
my
I
dad-
noticed my mom's ass beatings weren't the same anymore.
Yeah,
when you stop.
they were weaker.
when you stop.
They were weaker. I could take this.
She's about to hit you and you grab the hand. No, like,
Stupid.
not anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
so
like-
young.
Well, yeah,
So-
like, well, I'm saying like my biggest fear is
No,
like
just kidding.
that my dad and like business, but my other biggest fear is like my mom, cause my whole life, it's like what they say. Your mom has not lived with you forever, but when she passes away, you were born
She
into
know you her whole life?
yeah, but no, she did not know me my whole life, but I known her whole life.
Yeah.
I've never lived without her. I've never lived my whole life without her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cause she's lived her life without me,
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
stop.
but
had a-
I've never lived my life
Stop.
without her.
Stop.
No, I get you.
So you're
'cause
saying
she's had her
when
life
I
before-
go,
she's had her life before you.
from my
Unless
perspective,
you came
my
along.
mother
You weren't-
or this individual, any
weren't-
individual,
You weren't there
has
for
been there from start to finish.
This
However, from this individual's perspective, They've only been a certain chunk of span of your life.
Yeah.
No,
And that's what you remember, bro?
No,
like
no.
your mom was a hooligan too.
Yeah, no,
your
no.
dad was a hooligan too. And they were 11. They did some mischief
Yeah, but
too.
my
Like,
mom lived her life, right? Without me. The 28 years that I've been alive, my mom has always been there for me no matter what.
Fuck, that's what I'm saying, bro.
So when she passes away, it's like, bro, like my whole life I had you there from birth to death.
Yeah.
So when she passes away or my dad passes away, how do I move on from that?
Yeah.
No, exactly. Because, like,
And that I hate that because I don't want.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I literally told her like a couple of days ago when we talked about it.
Yeah.
I wish I could die before you.
No, yeah. I've
Yeah.
thought
And she's
of
like,
that.
no. Like, no, I want you to die before me. Or I say, I want you to die. Yeah, before me, because I want to.
You don't want to deal with that pain.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I want you to die. I don't want to bury you.
Yeah.
She's like, baby, she's like, I want you to bury me. I'm like, no, because you know, once you die, 80% of my life, 80% of me is gonna die with you.
holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Now, you ever met someone older than you and they're like, both of my parents are gone by now?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit, like, irks me the craziest inside.
I had friends that like where they lost both parents. They're like, why do you like? Why the fuck you care about your parents?
Yeah.
And I understand where they're coming from because they never had that
That bond with them.
that
yeah.
bond, that love with their parents. And then for them, it's like they go into the world alone. But me personally, I've had my parents my whole life, and I'm grateful and I'm blessed to this day that they're together. Because most of the people nowadays don't have two parents side by side.
Yeah.
My mom, okay, so I'll tell you, my mom showed me how to be a boy. My dad showed me how to be a fucking man.
yeah.
That's facts.
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 And to this day, I love my dad to death.
Yeah.
I love my mom to death. But if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if they weren't here, maybe I would have been a drug addict. I'd probably been a fucking be in
knows?
prison or dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who
Mhm.
knows fucking
Yeah,
what,
who
bro?
knows?
And it's the tiny...
Because they always, every time,
I'm not saying that it's tiniest, but the littlest of moments can make that ripple effect of decision and shit.
For
You know
real,
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
and
Like-
that's why, like, I like you guys. You guys didn't grow up with a dad, right?
A little bit. He wasn't
But
really around.
at the same time, like you guys became a good. You guys really are like fucking doing your own thing, and I mean it's kind of hard. I understand, like going through all this shit, but at the same time, I envy you guys because you guys push yourself to a limit where you guys are doing your own thing without having that parental control.
Yeah.
And me personally,
Yeah.
having my mom and my dad help me out, it's like a pro and cons.
Yeah.
Because I did everything I wanted to do, but at the same time, like, how can I grow? Because they're always babying me.
Yeah.
And, like, you guys had to grow up and do your own thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Because we,
like, bro,
we,
you're doing
crazy.
your own thing.
I'm gonna
You
say
do-
one thing
we had-
real
we
quick.
had a
I'm not
teacher,
changing the
so-
topic.
we had a
I'll leave
teacher-
it to Drew and shit. No, I'm
Go ahead.
not gonna feed into it. I'm just gonna say it, bro. It was like not even 2-3 years ago, bro. When I came to the reality of myself, it's like, bro, at 2-3 years ago, and I'm already well in my 20s at that
Uh-huh.
point, where I realized it took me that long. Everyone's different. It took me that long to realize, bro. Holy shit, I gotta teach my fucking self shit. And
You
I'm not
realize that?
bashing either parent and shit, but it's just that reality. I really wish if this was a circumstance, I would have learned this at like 10 or 12.
I realized that
Did
shit
you
a long
learn that?
time ago.
See,
yeah,
and
that's,
that's
how,
what I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm trying to
Every
get at.
individual is different.
That's what I'm trying to
That's
get
what
at.
I'm saying. Individuals from my mother's perspective, my father's perspective, he has two, three individuals in this household and shit. And it like for me, like it took me this long to realize that shit.
All right.
Maybe because it may have been smooth sailing,
Yeah.
rougher sailing, different perspective because you and shit. But that's all I'm gonna say. That reality for me did not truly hit me and like beat the fuck out of me in my face and shit
Yeah.
till 2 years ago.
Damn. Now, I realized that when I was younger. Now I can't say like young, but when I was younger, because I was like, I had to teach myself to be my own man.
Yeah.
I had no father figure to be like, hey,
Yeah.
here, do this and that. I had to
I'll
teach
be
me how
your
to,
daddy.
how to teach me how to shave, how to talk to girls and all this and that.
How to fucking use a power tool.
Everything.
How to fix your own car.
Yeah. Before I got really interrupted. But no, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I had to
No,
teach
no,
myself
I
how
know
to
what you-
do all that because I had no dad. I mean, my dad's around. Every now and then we meet up with him, we talk to him, and
But
do
it's
some-
not the same, right?
It's not the same. And
So-
not trying to bring up my step half brothers and sisters, but they got lucky that he
Well,
got.
no, talk about it because honestly, it is true. Like, it's funny because people hold back a lot, but it's like people go through so much damn feelings every day that they don't talk about it because they feel like
Yeah.
if we talk about it, it's like we're pussies or
Yeah,
like
we're burning somebody.
Yeah.
That's how
Little
I
pussy
feel.
boy.
yeah, and no, but it is true. Like, cause
You
I
being
mean,
a 60 bar?
no, it is true. Cause like
Oh, sissy. Just kidding.
it's how we feel. Like if we don't bring it out to light,
Yeah.
You just bury that shit.
it's always gonna be buried. It's always gonna be in the
Mhm.
dark, and it's gonna eat you alive.
I told my girl that I've had friends that we talk about shit like this, get deep, and it's always good to do that. Especially for like guys, like you have to get like down like, hey, I need to talk to somebody. I need what's just going on with me, instead of like just bottling it, letting it like sit inside.
Yeah.
So like you gotta like just, hey man, I need to talk to somebody, And
It-
it's good. It's good to do that,
It is good because I mean, me personally, like I mean, I had a good life. I'm not gonna like, I had a good life and all that, but deep down, I still go through my shit. I still battle addiction.
No, I feel you, bro. Everyone does. Yeah.
Yeah, like
exactly.
I battle my addictions. I do all that shit,
Yeah.
and then there's moments where like I cry myself to sleep.
Uh-huh.
I cry to my girl like, bro, like I'm not happy where I'm at,
Yeah.
and she's like, why are you not happy? I'm like, I'm just an addict and this and this and that, and like, and she's like, why? And I'm like, I feel like I'm a failure, and she's like, bro, baby, like look at what you have. Look at other people what they have.
Yeah.
It's like you don't see the positive what you're doing. You don't see the way you're working. You don't see what you have.
Mm-hmm.
You just see the negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's-
I think that's everybody. Ever since
it is
yeah.
true.
'Cause you know what's
I've had,
funny?
Like I've had homies that have been
and
like,
she does the same thing too.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? You remember that time when you had that out renting that house out?
And when I fucking had my fucking breakdown.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But I'm talking when you had the house and you had the Halloween party.
Yeah, down
When
down
you brought
the
it-
street.
you brought-
yeah,
came
yeah,
over.
She was
Oh, like this dude, like I pulled up. I'm like, oh, which is your house? Like, yeah, it's my house. And you have the truck sitting outside.
Mhm.
I was like, man, what can I be like that? Why can't I have my own spot in my own car like that?
And you
Damn.
see, for me, I was like, bro, this is not enough. Like, I'm.
No, but then like no, I 100% agree with you. But it's like it's crazy because like we were talking about how we were saying everyone's perspective is different.
Yeah.
Cause I've met some motherfuckers and shit that be on some different kind of shenanigans and
Uh-huh.
shit, different kind of bowl in the pot.
Uh-huh.
Whereas like when I met him, I saw that kind of whip, the Mercedes in the driveway and shit, and then we go inside.
Look
it's
at
lit
you
as
with your
fuck.
BMW now.
No, it's stupid. and then I meet him. It's lit. It's cool. I dab him up. We have great conversation. I'm at a house party and shit. Like like I'm an invite of an invite and shit.
Yeah.
And then this person that I dabbed up and shit was like the owner of the house. I didn't really realize it. Obviously, because we had such a good conversation, it never came up that, oh, this is my party, this is my house. You know what I'm saying? We just
Yeah.
chopped it up. And then I found out a couple days later, oh, so-and-so is because they got their hand like in the mix of this pot.
Yeah.
Not like the
Yeah.
usual trap shit, but like a different kind of, not imagine not trap, not scam, a different kind of pot.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, I was like, damn. And next thing you know, like, by coincidence, like, few months later and shit, they get stinged on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm over here reading a newspaper article, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm over here dabbing it up with this person, like, yeah, bro, we got a link. Like, I fuck with you, bro. You do that shit for real? Like,
Yeah.
on some, like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, homie shit, but, like, it was a genuine conversation, and it just went that way. And then this person's doing their own thing. I'm not judging them, but I'm just saying you never know who you meet, and it's like everyone's circumstance is different. Because what I deemed of
True.
his status came from a different pot. I'm
His
not
status
judging
came
where that
from what
pot
he
came
had,
from,
huh?
but
From
I'm
what
just
he-
saying like
Are you
everyone's
trying-
pot is
Are you
different.
trying to say like his status came from like what he had, like
Yeah,
materialistic?
and then like no, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking
Yeah.
anyone that fucking got their honest work to shiesty work.
Yeah.
But like, holy shit, I was like right there at the rim of this pot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like. To me, what I'm trying to say is it made me no difference and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I call you
True,
Chris
true.
Handsome.
Well, you know how you felt. Okay, so like going off that.
Yeah.
So you were telling me that you were like kind of jealous of what I had, right?
Not jealous. I was like, because I learned
Okay,
not to
no,
be
no,
not
no,
I
no,
learned-
fucking
yeah, okay.
jealous.
No,
I-
no, like.
But I was
No,
admiring.
No, for real. Like, speak the fact.
No,
You
no,
were
no,
kind of like envy of what
You're
I
like,
had.
I fuck with it. I fuck
I,
with
no,
it.
I was like,
fuck with it.
fuck. Why can't I be like that? More
Okay,
like,
okay.
not envious. More like, why the fuck can I be?
More
there?
like,
'Cause-
what do I gotta do next?
yeah, what do I
Yeah,
gotta do to be
okay.
there?
So you're like, damn, Eric has all this, has
Yeah.
all, you know.
Yeah,
That was my darkest, fucking,
was.
deepest time where I was like,
going through some shit.
I was fucking like depressed as fuck. I was going through my deepest fucking demons, where to the point where like I just want to. I was like, I didn't want to be here no more.
Yeah.
I was so depressed. My
Mhm.
whole 2 years of living in that house, I was like, I hate my life. I hate where
Yeah.
I'm at. I
Yeah.
hate people. I hate my girlfriend. Like it is.
Do
true,
we
like,
still gonna work?
Yes, I was working.
See, and that's the most painful part.
But
and
me
shit.
personally, like like people see what I had. I had my good, nice truck. I had a good ass house. I had a family. But deep down, bro, that was the fucking deepest, darkest point I've ever been in my life.
God damn.
Damn.
That's
Where
real
I'm
shit
like,
though.
where I'm like,
That's real fucking shit though.
like what, like why am I here? Like,
Mhm.
like please, God, like tell me why am I here? Like I
Yeah.
didn't understand why.
Look, but I don't want to cut you off. And like,
No, go for
I'm
it,
not
go
saying
for it,
I
go for it.
need to know this, but like, for someone that quote unquote might have been through there too and shit, just based off how you describe it, was it why am I here? And or also, I want to know, did you also have a feeling of I want out, or is it just more like why am I here? What's my purpose, or like I want out? I'm not pinpointing you. I just
No,
like
no,
want to
no,
know
no.
and shit.
It was more like, why do I have this when I'm not happy?
Yeah.
It's like, why do I have
What's the point of this if I don't get this?
exactly? Why have all this when I'm not happy? Like, I understand I have a good girlfriend. She has a child, and we have a good house, and it's like that was my, to be honest, bro.
Uh-huh.
That was my that was the most I've ever been depressed in my life.
Yeah, you
In
told me
this
your
time
story.
period when we're hanging out with you and shit.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, bro. I'm telling you, I gotta
Can you
get
hear me
new
now?
equipment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know.
My fault. I gotta get new equipment. Yeah, go
Can you
ahead.
hear me
Go
now?
ahead.
My
Yeah.
bad. Now you were saying like
No,
so
no,
this
no.
time period and shit when we like a few years back, you just felt like, well, why am I feeling like this if I got all this?
Yeah.
I had everything, dude. Like I had the house, I had the brand new truck, I had a business blooming. Everything you ever wanted. Anything like the houses, the cars, the bitches, the drugs.
Yeah.
I had everything. Anything you
Yeah.
ever wanted, I had that. I had that.
What
Like,
you need, I got it.
anything you need. Not me. Me personally, I didn't do drugs.
Mhm.
Weed and beer. You need that? I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gambling, I got that. Bad bitch, I got that. Kids, I got that. Trucks, I got that.
A space.
Space, I got that. Badass fucking house, I got that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I wanted like I'm not trying to get deep into it, but I did wanna I didn't it was so much negativity in my heart,
Yeah.
in my body where like I don't wanna be here no more. Like
Yeah.
it was I didn't wanna kill myself. I just didn't wanna be in that spot. Like I don't wanna be there. I just
Yeah.
please get me out of this fucking depression.
No, I feel you. I fucking feel
And
you.
when I
bro.
moved back to my parents and I met Jasmine,
Yeah.
RV, it's a little trailer, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the fucking best, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like coming home, doing work, having come home with my girl cooking,
Mhm.
my dog's there chilling as fuck. I
Uh-huh.
can smoke a blunt, drink a little beer, play games.
Yeah.
It's like the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand. I still have my problems. Like don't get me wrong, I still have my problems. Like
Yeah.
we're like.
Of course. We all do.
Like I have my attitude. I'm an asshole and this and that. But
Yeah.
every day I come home, and I see this big ass fucking trailer right here.
Mhm.
Even though I'm living at my parents' backyard, it makes me fucking happy as fuck. It makes me fucking happy as fuck.
This is good. This is solid.
Yeah, it makes me fucking happy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what
Yeah.
I realized when I was going through all that shit, I was like, I wanted to have that life that everybody ever had.
Yeah.
The bad bitch, the cars, the house, and all that. Bro, I'm happy as fuck to have a little RV,
Mhm.
have a good business, and have a good land. That's all I care.
Yeah.
And have a good dog and have my baby with me.
Mhm.
That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about anything else. And the fact that, like, for so long, I looked at other people's life like, bro, like, why you have that? Like, I want to be happy. I want this and this and that.
Yeah.
And it put me into, like, a fucking deep hole where I'm so fucking depressed.
Mhm.
like now, I have a good business. I have a little small trailer RV where I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing all this little podcasts. I have my baby love. I have my dog. Happy as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's all I want.
Less is better.
And family. Like I have you and I
Yeah.
haven't. You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought you and him were gonna be in my life.
For real, son.
For real, dog.
Can you guys hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you. Just let it go.
Here.
Let go of the wire. Let go of the wire.
Can you hear me?
Let go of the wire.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
No. Just hold it straight like this.
This one? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, it's kinda- anyways, whatever, cut that off. It's the funniest shit though, cause like most people don't notice how we rekindled with my man's Eric and shit. It was after like a year or two. You know, we had a homegirl and shit, and the homegirl was dating my man's Eric and shit. And I
Hold
remember
it.
when I first met this motherfucker. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And I remember when I first met this motherfucker, we were at the function and shit. He had a swishy in his ear, that primitive crew neck. At the time, that was a flex. You know what I'm saying? You know,
like 10 years ago.
yeah. Oh my god, that's the worst part of saying that shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's when he came in like that, and then I was like, this was cool. You know, I fuck with him. He cool. Cause the homegirl had been to, we been on a homegirl for a minute, and it was more
Yeah.
like, oh hey, I want you guys to meet my boyfriend or circumstances or whatever. Yeah, exactly. And then it had, from my perspective, it was like, you know,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm gonna chop it up with someone and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was cool. And then every time we like chopped it up and hanging out, like I think we were outside and shit. Like, you want to split this? You know, like, you know, go, what's that shit called? Match.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, that shit. I was like, yo, this motherfucker cool. I didn't smoke, but it's like this motherfucker cool and shit. And I was like,
Mhm.
next thing you know, like we you know that one social group that you're in kind of separated ways and shit. No knocking anybody and shit.
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know, cause like I don't know how it came about, but then we bump heads with Eric again, and I was like, bro, how you been and shit?
I'll tell. So the way we bumped heads was
In a good way.
yeah. So I was dating this one girl, and I met you guys off her.
Yeah.
And me personally, I always thought you guys were more cool with her, and like you were like homies with her.
Man, who are these chumps?
Yeah. Like, who's these vatos locals, you know? Yeah, these vatos may be on vacation, man. So, I broke up with this one girl that was cool with you guys.
Unplug it and plug it back in. But go ahead.
So, we broke up, and in my head, I'm like, you know what? That's her homies and this
That's
and
her
that.
circle. That's her bubble.
Yeah, her bubble.
Man.
So
Yeah.
we'll share a mic.
Sorry,
so-
technical
Can
difficulty.
you guys hear me?
A little bit. You sound scratchy.
Sketchy.
It's on you right there.
Let go.
Nah, just share the mic from
Go
right.
share a mic. All right. So to start from the beginning, Jero and Tina were really cool with my homegirl,
Mm-hmm.
which was my girlfriend back in the day.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I met you guys was because of her, which is true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
like 'Cause- social structure. Yes, like social. Like we met each other off of her, and so when we were dating and all that, we got close, and we had like fucking deep conversations at the
Yeah.
beaches and
Mhm.
like everything. Even with you, Tina, like man, like
that's my dude. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Remember San Diego?
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Not just Miss San Diego, bro. Like,
Oh, San Diego, man. I feel like that's when we
Gotta
got
go-
fucking.
Gotta go back.
that's a whole nother episode right there.
That's a whole nother fucking level. We gotta go back to that fucking
Yeah.
Airbnb. So we broke up. Me personally, I felt like you guys were more cool with her,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't want to get involved with it. Cause you know when people break up and have the same circle as the friends,
Yeah. You split ways.
it splits ways and
Yeah.
it starts problems.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, you know what? I met you guys off of her. You're more cool with her. That's your homie. That's your girlfriend or best friend, whatever. Let's let it be. I'm gonna back off and let it be. And one day,
And then we all leave up together.
yeah, one day
I
you
don't even remember how it happened and shit. Like, Because how
And
the way you
I'll tell you how it happened.
tell us, because you remember better than
I remember we were I went to Rocky Point a week before, and I saw you guys like was it on Instagram or Snapchat,
Yeah.
and he posted a picture out there in yeah Rocky Point, my bro.
Wait, yeah. Because at this time, at this time, me and Joe were in Rocky Point on some like invite type shit, technically speaking.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, man, fuck that bitch. We were with so and so's party and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're invitados and shit, respectfully. You know, having a good time. And then we see Eric, my man's Eric posted that he was there, and we're like, swear to God, he's here right now. I told Joe, and Joe don't call nobody. I was like, call him right now, bro. And he called him and called Eric. And
So he calls me. I'm like, bro, I'm in Cali or I'm in Mexico. He's like, you for reals? I'm like, yeah. I'm just kidding. I was there last
hang
week.
out, bro. Where you at right now? Like, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
I'm like, bro, I'm just kidding. I was there last weekend.
Uh-huh.
You're like, bro, come on, bro. Like we're here now and this and this. I'm like, bro, let's chop it up in a couple weeks and let's just get together.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, I'm like, how is it with my ex-girlfriend and the best friend? You're like, oh, we don't talk to him no more.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then my ex-girlfriend was like, well, let's have a Halloween party.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool. Like, invite your friends, and I'll invite my friends. Like, okay, I'm gonna invite Tino and Dro.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, cool, invite them.
Uh-huh.
This Dro was all fucked up because he went to another festival. What was it?
Oktoberfest?
What was it?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest? Like
Yeah,
the drink?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, and you're a fucking Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then I honestly didn't think you were gonna show up. I really didn't think you were
No?
gonna show up.
Yeah. Surprise.
And then
surprise.
surprise, man. And then you show up. I'm like, bro.
Now I'm dating your cousin.
For real, dude. Like, I'm like, I mean, and it's funny though, cause everything that happened was meant for a reason. Cause now, after what was that like?
That was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, 3-4 years ago.
And time really flies, bro. Because I swear I thought that was like 2 years ago, but it's really like almost about 4.
Yeah.
No, it's probably more. It was 2000.
About 4 years ago,
No,
2019.
it was 2017.
2019.
Huh?
2019.
Pre-pandemic?
Yeah, 2019. And to this day, man, we're still fucking here and just.
Now we're family.
No,
And-
yeah, because like point is we rekindled with good people and good friends and shit.
Now we're
And
familiar.
then, like,
Familia, dude. And it's so funny because I tell Justin, like, bro, like, I've known Tino and Dro for more than 10 years.
Uh-huh.
And we don't talk all the time. We joke around and this and that, but like, at the same time, like, we still kick it.
no, yeah, definitely. And then, yeah, like, bro, like, you really got me with that. I didn't realize it was like 10 years and shit.
Yeah, time flies.
It's been a minute, dude.
It has.
And to this day, I'm like, bro, like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I've lost so many homies. I lost so many family members. And for some reason, your asses don't want to fucking leave. Your asses are still here.
We ain't never leaving.
You left us.
I swear to God, like, I try to get rid of your asses, and you're still here.
You don't follow us on Instagram? Hey, bro, how you doing?
Hey, stranger.
What are you doing? The smiley.
Hey, stranger, and then it doesn't go past that.
Block.
Stupid. All right. I got one last topic for you guys.
Hit it.
Hit
Well,
it.
You. This is mostly for Eric because he's mostly goes all the time. But you were just when came back Disneyland, right?
Oh, yeah.
Disneyland.
I love Disneyland.
Let me ask you this: a lot of people like they hate on the Disney adults, like the people that go there. They're adults. They don't take kids. They just go.
You mean the realist?
I was gonna say that supposedly there's Disneyland gangs. Have you heard of those?
Yeah.
Disneyland gangs? Is it
Yeah.
true? The real deal?
It is true.
Cause I seen the TikTok where they're wearing like those not leather jackets but like the vest jackets with like Disneyland
Yeah.
and
When
everything.
I see them, it's on
A
site.
group.
No, but on some real shit though, it kind of makes sense, like social structure sense, is because like going to Disneyland and shit is like an event, like it's almost like a show out. Like you're stepping out and shit. Like you're not just stepping to the club, but you're stepping out. Like you. This is even if you don't get dressed or
Yeah.
you do get dressed to Disneyland, you gonna actually decide what you
show up and show out.
Exactly. Do I wear shorts and wear these finessing ass Mickey Crocs?
Yeah.
Or or am I this individual where my whole fit deems the situation and shit? And then
Yeah.
you also got to dictate, like, am I stepping out? Am I fucking being comfortable?
Yeah.
Am I familiar? Am I not familiar? Like Disneyland's an event for people, bro. People don't
No,
just,
but I think it's the whole point of like no people. The people that go there that are like, oh, Disney adults, like what they call them, Disney adults, cause like people like our age and they go just like if me and you were to
bro,
go,
they're real indulgence of it,
yeah.
respectfully.
The thing is, the whole the reason they go is because obviously when you're a kid, not everybody can afford to go, you know.
Yeah,
So
so
now
now it's
you're-
like, I'm going to do it for real.
Now I'm working, I can afford to go, so now I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So that's like they clown on Disney adult people, like, oh, why are these people out here? They're
Yeah,
cringe.
that's kind of true, though. No,
They
bro,
cringe
that's
'cause-
real, though. Like, how you said it and shit, like, this individual might not have been able to go to Disneyland in general
Disneyland.
ever and shit when they were kids, but shit,
Yeah.
now that I got adult money or I'm in my adult placement and shit, I can really
I'm
get
in
it
my
on.
bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta pee now.
Hey, man.
Hurry up, cause we're gonna wrap it up right
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. So, me personally, I love Disneyland. I don't even.
What was
know
the first time you went? When you're a young cat.
I can't remember.
A young cat.
Young cat, man. I mean, personally, I've probably been there more than over 50 times.
Damn, I've only been there once or
Really?
twice.
Really?
Twice. And once when I was like 4,
So
and once when I was like 25.
when I was
22.
young, when
I'm
I
good.
was young,
I'm good. I already got my.
no, drink.
I already got. No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Chill,
So
fam.
when I was young, my parents. So, okay. You want to keep talking about? You want to keep going or no?
Yeah, just finish it up. We'll wrap it up when Dino gets back.
Okay. So, my parents always. Okay. So this is what I love about my parents. And I wish. And I want you to do the same thing with Emma
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yvette. My parents always put us first.
Yeah.
Traveling, events, the state fair,
Yeah.
Universal Studios, Disneyland, Mexico. Like, so when I was younger, all I remember is just traveling.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. I don't remember getting my ass beat. I don't remember the toys. I don't
Yeah.
remember the birthday parties. All I remember is Universal Studios, Disneyland, going to other states, going to Universal Studios, going to like, you know, that's all
Yeah.
I remember. So as a young kid, I love that shit.
Yeah.
And the older I got, and now that I'm older,
Mhm.
well, when I was 16, 17, when I was able to travel without parents.
Yeah.
I did like SeaWorld, I did like everything, all that. And I love that shit.
Uh-huh.
And Disneyland's like my heart. And just 2 weeks ago, we did 9 days in Disneyland.
Yeah, dude.
And man, bro, we had a fucking blast. And to this day, I feel like it wasn't even enough.
Damn.
It wasn't enough. And I enjoyed it.
But the thing is, I know you spent a lot of money because it was a lot of money, but
It was a lot of money, but we saved up
but
for
the
it.
thing
we,
is,
we saved up for
the
2
thing
years.
the thing about it is the experience. No, what I'm saying, the whole point of that, like you just said, the whole like experience, because like you said, like you don't remember a lot when you were little about toys and
Yeah.
like material things. So you do remember a lot about traveling because me and him, we didn't really travel to like certain places, but every time we would go somewhere like out of like the city or somewhere
Yeah.
out of state, I remember that clearly,
So
and that's like,
for real.
you know what I mean?
I remember
So-
waking up from. I think we were in San Diego. I remember once waking up in San Diego, and that's where we're Nintendo 64. What's that one fucking game where they shot with parachutes and shit?
I don't know.
You fucking know exactly what I'm talking about. They used to jump with parachutes and shit. It was a slept on ass game.
I don't know. What were you saying?
007 Goldeneye?
Anyways, it's you got that parachute game, and I got the fucking where that one dude from Pokemon's like traveling and taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the area. I woke up in San Diego and shit, and
San
point is, what
Diego.
I'm trying to say, like we got in the car in Arizona,
Mhm.
I fell asleep and woke up in San Francisco or San Diego, one of the sands, respectfully, and then we acquired those games and shit. And I had no recollection of like why is this game in my hand and shit.
You animal.
I feel you.
Get out of here.
I got questions for you, Joe.
All right. Last question and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Oh, 3-hour podcast.
I mean, we can keep going and then you can just cut it up. Yeah, chop it up.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna chop it up, but
No,
keep
you
going,
can
keep
chop it up for later. Okay, so my question.
who's this guy?
This is Nixie.
Nix. All right, cool. This is Nix, guys.
Nix.
Nixie Poo.
Sorry,
Get outta here.
man. My pit bull's over here at the full.
Buy me a pit bull
Sit.
puppy.
Sit. Sit. Sit your ass
Siéntate.
down. Sit.
Want to say something?
So my question is,
Go ahead.
what do you expect for in your life? Like, what's next in your life?
Moving up in the world. Yeah. Like, just starting my life, you know, getting it going, you know, creating something, leaving something behind that everybody can look back. Cause I wanna
You
leave
know
back
what-
a legacy, you know. Like I
Yeah.
wanna be like, damn, he did that. That was
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
You know, look back at it, that was him.
I
Like for example,
understand.
this is gonna be on the internet, so somebody looks it up later on, like 20 years
Fuck
from now.
everybody.
20 years from now, be like, oh, that was him.
You
That was-
know what's funny though, cause like
Yeah.
I'm lost. I don't
I'm
know.
lost.
I don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life.
hmm
I have everything I ever wanted, but I don't know what my next move is, and it scares the fuck out of me.
That's the point. You gotta live it up. It scares you. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, this guy's a bitch.
Hey man, come on, get out of here.
But I'm saying like everybody always tells me like, bro, like you have it made. You have everything you ever want. Like,
Uh huh.
what you have, I want that. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the fuck I want next.
That's everybody, man.
Like I don't.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, like not to rebut off what you said, but not to demean it. I've gathered this from people, friends that make like heavier income or
Six figures.
like six figures or like on their really the biggest thing on their way to make that kind of figures and shit. Is that one of the biggest thing that stuck with me respectfully is when they say is like making more money doesn't make life easier. It's just like the cost of living goes up and your cost of spending goes up, so you follow that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not saying like to knock you and shit. I was just that's one of the biggest things that stuck with me and shit.
You know what's funny though? What you going off what you said?
Yeah.
I've made my money. I've done my deeds. I've had the toys I wanted. I've had
Yeah.
the cars I wanted. And it might not be the best Ferrari. It might not be the Corvette. But what I've always wanted, I've had it.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I had the truck my dream truck, out there. Diesel, there. My Polaris, there.
Mm-hmm.
RV, there. Business, there.
Exactly.
To the end of the day, I feel like I haven't done shit. I haven't accomplished what I really, truly am here for.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can I accomplish what I want without... Well, how can I accomplish what I have without wanting it?
Mm-hmm.
Because everything I ever wanted, it's all here.
Yeah.
But I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep doing more and more and more this and this and that. Like,
Yeah.
how, at one point, can I just be truly happy with what I have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, now that you see my truck out there,
Yeah.
you see my Polaris,
Fuck yeah.
you see, then I was like, I want to buy another truck just to make me happy.
Yeah.
And if I buy that truck, it's not going to make me happy. It's just, I have it now. What's the next step?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Because
like-
one of the biggest things and shit, it's like, where can I build my own avenue? And then it's like, no, that's tough.
Exactly.
Not
And
not
then-
not even like completely getting off that and shit, but I feel like it's like one of the worst things in general. and shit.
You're breaking
And
up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You
Can you hear me?
keep going or you good?
Can you hear me?
No, we'll wrap it up right now, but just keep rapping.
You
Nah,
want to
yeah.
keep going or you good?
Oh, wrap it up right now.
Yeah, wrap
It's already
it up right
2
now and
hours
shit.
deep.
One last thing, what I'm saying is and shit. Your accomplishments.
We'll do it again next week.
I mean,
Well,
I keep,
yeah.
I keep going.
We're gonna
Well,
do
we'll
it.
have
We're
Vasquez
gonna do it
on
again
the
in
show
Vegas.
again.
We're gonna do it in Vegas. We're gonna go
Oh,
to.
I'm down.
We're gonna go to
Hey,
get-
look,
we're gonna do-
every
we're gonna
podcast,
do a
every
podcast in
episode,
Vegas.
we aim to have it at a different scenario.
Yeah,
Obviously,
man.
we'll have it in the same studio, but like I always
Yeah.
want to have something different.
Hey man, the cowboy over here Cowboy Tino, you know, we're in the county as fuck.
Over there, friend.
Over here,
He's
like,
looking at the
dude.
laptop.
Yeah, but
Sorry, the host is already fucked up.
in 2 weeks we're gonna be in Vegas. Me, you, your girl.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little podcast out there.
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
See what we can do.
I have so much shit to, like, it just,
We can talk more.
I can't get everything down tonight, but
Yeah.
hey, man, I honestly, me personally, I had a good night just talking about all this shit.
Show.
It was real. It was
It is,
deep,
baby.
deep talks.
Oh, yeah.
Deep thoughts, deep talks.
Yeah,
That's what it
detox my fucking body, man.
is. Okay, but I think
All right, Tino, go.
Fuck, can you guys hear me?
yeah, I'm gonna buy new equipment. My bad. Let's just
No,
keep
no,
rigging
my
up.
bad, my bad. Like
Last thoughts,
back
you know.
there.
Last thoughts. Last thoughts.
We're
I don't know
learning.
if it was cutting off and shit.
Last thoughts.
Fuck, I don't even remember my last thoughts. Something about what he said and shit. What would you say? The.
Just speak your mind right
Anyways,
now.
I appreciate
your-
y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This might be a lengthy episode. It might be a part 2. Anyways,
In
this is
Vegas.
your co-host on the Put Me On Something podcast. My name is Eurosign, aka All on Time. But our special guest today is my man Eric. Not only Vasquez,
Eric
but
Grizzy.
Eric Grizzly. Sometimes they call me 2 cheeseburgers on Instagram.
They call him El Gallo Negro and
Nigga,
Martillo Negro.
Martillo Negro, what you want to call me? But hey, man, I'm here, bro. Hey, and I'm going to give it off to my homie.
Right
the
here,
host.
this is your host Alejandro Gomez. You can call me Drugs. Put me on something podcast. Catch us on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and YouTube coming soon. The whole thing was internet. We're gonna get new internet, better internet. That way I can upload.
It was circumstances. It was circumstances.
But we're gonna get
We'll
better
never let
internet.
them know my next move.
Never. But we're gonna get it going. You know,
Hey, you better make sure to get those lights up, man, because, man,
get those likes up.
this is the really fucking podcast you ever fucking heard about.
Realest done ever heard, fam.
For real,
Coolest. Nah, just kidding.
Man. Hey, man, it is coolest, realest. Keep that shit up, man. Because you ain't going to fucking hear anything realist as this is, because
No,
this is not
sir.
scripted. This
It's only gonna get realer and cooler for me.
You heard it from the man.
You're asking why we sound like that? It's because straight raw, baby.
Straight raw dogging.
Raw doggy and those fucking happy dads got us fucking faded.
This is what I
My
like
boys-
to call. This
my
is what I
boys-
like to call the uncircumcised.
My
episode.
dogs over here
Raw and
fucked
uncut.
up all in
Raw
their
and
emotions.
Raw and uncut how God intended uncircumcised episode.
Emotion off the fucking happy dads, man. But hey,
Happy dads.
shout out to happy papas, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to all single fathers and the fathers out there putting in work.
Hey,
And
man.
mothers too.
And the fucking pit bull here that, whoa, hey, go. Get off the camera.
Let him be. He's part of it. I'll
Yeah.
tag him in the.
And that's Kimby Lee right there, man.
Kimberly.
Kimberly likes to drink Happy Dads. Shout out to Happy Dads, man.
Yeah. But
Peace.
all right. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Peace
We
out,
appreciate you.
baby.
in
Appreciate
videos
y'all
and
for
shit.
tuning
We'll be on
in.
the streams and the videos just around the corner.
Share it if you're a listener. I know who's listening out there. Share this. I appreciate all the shares and likes.
Don't listen to him. He does not have the app.
What the
He
heck?
does not have the app.
But yeah, thank you
Not
for
inquire
tuning
with
in.
him.
This is the Put Me on Something podcast, and we're out.
Peace.